once again, it's on. Welcome back to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King of sorry ass Nationals.
Tell dog from Be More Careful. Yeah, you need to pick a better team.
Shout out to Orlando, doing things big down here.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time ever checking us out, this is how we always start all our podcasts off. We always got to ask the brothers, how was their day? Pharaoh King, since you talk about your Nationals, how was your day?
Other than them, man, the day was fine. I would say that today was hump day. Tomorrow's payday. Get my wig cut day. And I've been going back to the gym, fellas, man, trying to get a little bit of exercise in, get the joints moving. But damn, boy, brother be sore as hell looking at the weights. You know what I mean?
It's different. It's different.
But other than that, fellas,
That's
man,
a
I'm on here with you guys. I know we're gonna talk some good shit tonight. I got some stats for us, and it's gonna piss you off. So
yeah, man. Usually that first get back into working out that first week is the hell week. Getting your muscle not used to it, that's when your body gonna get sore. But as you know, once you keep going, you're all right. You will be all right.
That jump hurt
Tim Dog talk about my stomach, so fuck him.
Exactly. Tim Dog, man, how was your day?
Hey, man, my day was busy. Physical therapy killed my ass. I mean, I'm getting better. I'm trotting in place and getting my form right, but my therapist doesn't want me to actually run just yet. So I'm just about there. But afterwards, man, I was so sore. I came home and laid down, and I was supposed to move some shit around the house, and the only thing moving is me from the bed to the chair.
Well, man, I'm glad to hear that your physical therapy is going well, and that your body's getting back to you be able to run. You know, like you said, you got to walk before you run. So walking.
I'm patient.
Will be right. You be able to run here pretty soon. My main
man, it's been 2 years. It's been two years since the incident, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My main man, Shouter out of Orlando, man. How was your day?
Can't call it, brother. Just another Wednesday, another hump day. I'm glad the Lord blessed me to see another day on this side of the daggone dirt. And to everybody else out there that's watching all this going on in the world, y'all know your boy over here, Mr. Bluffer in Chief. Other than that, we good.
Yeah, man. Man, I say the same thing every morning. I thank the Lord for waking me up and letting me see this side of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody didn't get up this morning. So I understand what you just said there, my main man. Shouter.
Hey, you know what, man, on the street? You're right. It was one of our family,
what up, nephew?
Didn't wake up yesterday. So today. So
same.
I hear that.
So it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing that you get up in the morning. Thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? As for me, fellas, man, my day was one of them long days, man. I be getting to bed late at night, man, working on the damn videos. Sometimes I get to bed to goddamn almost 1 damn clock. Then got to get up at 5:30. Man, boy, I'm
it's addictive.
You too old for them kind of hours.
No, I ain't too old, man, but it's just something I like to do. But work is what I'm old for. Fuck work. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing something I enjoy. It's to be getting up to go to work. Right. That got me upset. But fellas, man, we got a good conversation tonight. No videos tonight. Oh my goodness, y'all probably.
I got one.
Yeah, okay then. Well, you bring your video up when it's time, okay, my brother. But let me know when you're ready to play it. Yeah, all right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Shouter. Pharaoh, man, you frozen, man. You frozen in place. You got the ability. Now you got glasses on. You ain't had no glasses on.
You did a trick.
I'm trying to read these numbers, man. Be quiet.
I got you. Man, like I say, man, we don't have any videos tonight, but we do got a great conversation because we all know what's going down tomorrow, which is the NFL draft. So we're going to start it off with this question right here. And Shouter, I'm going to give you the first shot at it. Is Fernando Mendoza really worth the number 1 pick?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't argue against it. I want to, but his numbers and his body of work speak for itself. So I'm gonna have to go with he's worthy of it.
Okay. With that being said, Pharaoh, his body of work is just that championship year because I never heard of him before last year, and I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I've been following his career, but
Yeah, me too.
he wasn't on that championship team. That's why I think people are saying, is he really worth the number one pick?
That's right.
Your thoughts?
I say that him earning the spot for being number one pick for being the Heisman Trophy is about it.
Okay.
We know number one picks usually go to the worst teams.
Yeah.
Are they worth being the number one pick? Would be my next question, because I probably wouldn't want to be the Heisman Trophy number one guy, knowing that the team I'm going to probably won't get me anywhere when I just came off a winning team.
Yeah.
So, but when it comes down to it,
Pharaoh.
yeah, and then you look at it, there's other top players out there that wasn't on such great teams that got to that point that are actually better players.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But on the other side of that, side of that point, Pharaoh, the reason why I said yes also is because of what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
He actually is. This is one of the few years that I feel that he's going to a team that can actually use him immediately and be successful. He has the best numbers right now going to the Raiders at number one to perform pretty well.
As the man on the street, I'm gonna push back on that because last year Cam Ward, being that person, went to where, and he didn't do too hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Tennessee had lost so many stuff before Cam Ward got there. I'm saying with the Raiders, they brought people in to protect him. As far as offensive line, they're preparing for him. I'm saying that he's walking into a good situation.
Well, I mean, we can say that on paper until it actually transpires on the field, because Cam Ward actually went into a decent situation. It just fell apart with the coaching. Yeah. So, because they still had a top-notch defense with the Titans. They fell apart offensively, and he had, and we knew who Cam Ward was. I knew him for at least 4 seasons and knew that he had put up passing numbers that set records, especially in Miami. So to me, until it transpires on the field and we see how it goes, we'll see if he's worth the number one pick. Because look, your boy Williams fingernails. He was in a good situation, went to a bad situation. And
that's a bad example.
I mean, I just say what it is.
Yeah, he went to a bad
because now look at him.
yeah, he went to a bad situation, but they turned it around, and of course, you had a great season. I agree with you what you said about Cam Ward. See, I heard about Cam Ward year after year. This guy's going to be a great NFL quarterback.
But can I even say this? Look at Jaden Daniels. End up in a bad situation, turn the franchise around, and then second year sophomore woes. Look what happens. You see what I'm saying? So,
but that's what I'm saying. We heard about those guys though. With Mendoza, I never heard about him until last year, and of course he led that team to a national championship 10-dog. And Shada, like you say, he's going to the Raiders, but the Raiders need more than a quarterback. I know you say that. I want you to speak to that Tim Dog. I know you say that they're bringing people in, but they're not bringing top-notch people. So Tim Dog, same question: is Mendoza really worth the number one pick?
Man, what the fuck was?
I kind of agree with Shada saying, but at the same time, no one heard of him. No one really studied him, or he hasn't been a spotlight in the NCAA until his senior year. And that alone, I mean, Carson Beck. I mean, me personally, I think he would be a better quarterback in the NFL than Mendoza. Really? But at the same time, Carson Beck, he will probably go to a better team because of wherever his draft pick is.
Yeah.
So
I want to push back on that, Tim Dog, because
you always do.
Here's the thing. Mendoza, if you watch the quarterback play, I know we all agree that we don't have a whole body of work to work with. But looking at the roster that the Raiders have and looking at what Mendoza was able to do with the team he had, I would give him more of an upside as a quarterback going to a team willing to do something in his first year.
Until
Just
the
like
Raiders get an offensive
point about
line,
Jaden.
he
We
will
made
gonna
a
be
point about
shooting.
Jaden.
He
All
gonna be
I'm
just
saying
like
is we made a
everyone
point
else,
about
running
Jaden.
for their life.
But Jaden, we just said it. Jaden got there. Nobody had any tape on him. We always say that on the show. Nobody has any tape, so they always have a pretty decent first year. But the problem is, like Man on the Street said, they don't have any big name players, but they're bringing in people to protect him offensive line wise. We haven't seen teams do that before they draft a quarterback before.
Yeah, and you know, I understand that as well. What you're saying, but who you going to throw it to? You got to have somebody to throw the ball to.
Who's going to protect him?
And like I say, with Mendoza, first time I ever heard about him was last year. But Jaden Daniels, I heard about Jaden Daniels because they were saying that this guy, when he goes to the NFL, what is it that he had all those damn starts, so he damn near is seasoned to start in the NFL, even though he went to the sorry ass Commanders. But he gave them like lightning in a bottle what they needed because they already had the defense in place. They already had some decent wide receivers. But the Raiders, you go back. I hear what you're saying, Shada. But who are they bringing in to block for this guy? That's what I'm saying. Is it a top right guard, left guard?
Yeah.
Who?
They brought him in from they just signed him like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Big signing.
I need you to find that name for me, man, because I need to know, because the Raiders haven't been the Raiders since Al Davis was alive, and Al Davis died when? Shit, the Raiders ain't been the Raiders since the goddamn 80s. The last time the Raiders been the Raiders when they beat the Washington Redskins in the Super Bowl. I'm being honest. And then when they went to the Super Bowl the last damn time, they got the brakes beat off their goddamn ass. So I'm just saying, man, Mendoza, hopefully he will be a great quarterback, but I don't know. Going to the Raiders, man, he might be one of these Heisman Trophy quarterbacks that's hot in college, then gets to the pros, is garbage. Might line
it worse than what was the guy from LSU that the Raiders drafted?
Oh, you talk about
the black dude.
He like that lean. What's the dude name? Oh my goodness.
Come on, man. 70 yards on his knees.
On his knees. Y'all know who we talk about, man. Joe. It'll come to us, man.
Yeah.
Marcus something. Was it Marcus something? Oh, it'll come to me, man.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Shada, we're going to move on from Mendoza because Mendoza might be the only quarterback goes within the first 10 picks.
Round.
Right.
Yeah, the first 10 picks. Why are analysts predicting a rare surge of non-quarterback position, running back, safety, linebackers going in the top 5 this year? Your thoughts, Shada?
Repeat the question again. Why
are analysts, or you can say yourself, why are they predicting a rare surge of non-quarterback position, running back, safety, linebackers going in the first round? Because usually it's always quarterback heavy. But Mendoza might be the best. And what's the other dude that they talk about as a quarterback? Might be the best in the lot right now. What's the dude? Oh, man. Simpson? Is it Simpson? Ty Simpson, that's his name?
Simpson,
yeah. That's the only 2 quarterbacks that I'm hearing probably being drafted in the first round. Everybody else is talking about these running backs, safeties, linebackers. Mm-hmm. So why is it this year? Yeah, skill position. Thank you, Farrell. Skill position. So why are they predicting this? Is it because the quarterback class is so soft this year?
Yes, it is. That's exactly why. You usually, it's very, very rare to have a draft where you have you only have 2, maybe 1, maybe 2, possible 2 quarterbacks that's going that everybody's talking about in the first or the second round. You know what I'm saying? Even towards the end of the first round. This is unprecedented. I mean, I don't see any quarterback in college. Next year is going to be a better draft stock for them to pull from. But this year, nah. It's a non-quarterback draft year. Period.
Yeah.
Which is why I think a lot of teams, like I'm saying, with the Raiders, the players that they picked up, offensive linemen, that's why I'm saying this year there's a lot of movement going on in trading that's going to affect the league more this year than the draft.
Okay, then I hear what you're saying. With that being said, Farrell, would that be a reason for the Raiders to move off of Mendoza this year to get some more skilled players, use that as collateral to get some more skilled players, knowing that the quarterback class next year is going to be a whole lot better than the one this year? So why don't they try to get some running backs or safeties or linebackers to help them for the future, because they did bring in Kirk Cousins, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm looking at their roster
about him.
Their roster is looking tough.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is let Kirk Cousins get beat up for this goddamn year. we will get some draft picks.
Let him earn his money.
Yeah, we're gonna get some draft picks, and we're gonna get some skilled players to protect, or better yet, our quarterback for next year as well. If they don't take Mendoza, he's not talking about Raiders, but I'm talking about all the skill position that may go
man on the street.
Linemen are not skilled.
Linemen are not skilled players.
I got
those
you.
Not, right. So if they bring in protection, that's just linemen for protection. They're not skilled players. Well, I will say I'm gonna go back a little bit before. We don't always have good draft classes for quarterbacks. We know that, but now with the NFL having longer seasons, we need skilled players that's going to have some kind of longevity, so we can have a good team to be competitive at the end of the year. That's the way I look at this. There's a lot of teams out there that got injured players, and they have a lot of money on their rosters, and they're trying to get guys that can fill those slots that with that cap money that they have. Quarterbacks take a lot of that draft money, and I think that's what the situation is going into this season. Because, like you said, though, we can't say that next year is going to be a good draft class for quarterbacks, because I didn't see nothing this year for anybody to be a good draft pick for next year. You have a couple of them out there just about like we had this season, but
no, I'm just saying based off of what we see, on paper.
Who's we? I'm not French. I don't see it. So
you don't see there's more quarterbacks coming out.
Who? Shut up. We only got 2 people we're talking about next season. 2. The Alabama, but Alabama guys this year. You got the guy out of Texas, the Archie Manning. Who the fuck else we talking about?
But just like with Mendoza,
no. Answer my question, Shada. Don't be a Republican on this one. What other quarterback do you know other than Archie Manning is supposed to be a good quarterback coming out next year?
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I know any quarterbacks like that's coming out, but I'm saying just like with Mendoza, somebody could get transferred to a program that could come on the scene that we don't know.
So now we're talking about maybes.
We're looking at what we have in front of us. Mendoza went number 1, right?
I'm talking about
allegedly. Well, he has to go number 1 yet. They say he may go number 1.
Okay, he might go number 1, right? But what I'm saying is,
we got 3 quarterbacks: Carson Beck, Ty Simpson, and Mendoza, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What's that other Nismeyer?
And that's why they're saying that this year. That's why they're saying that this year it's going to be running backs, linebackers, and safety.
Right. So next year.
And Farrell,
what are we looking at next year? If you guys talking about they're going to skip to next year, what are we talking about? We're just talking about skilled players, any player that can fill your position, because you got a lot of contracts out there. Nobody's really trying to get quarterbacks because you got a lot of big contracts that people are playing under this season and next season.
Yeah, and $10. Before I come to you, Farrell, I just want to say one thing. I know what a skilled player is, but this is the key. This is the key right here. If you tell a lineman that they're not a skilled player, you tell that to that quarterback, if you don't get that right left guard or whoever.
That's not a skilled position, though. That's what I'm saying, man. On the street.
I got that, Farrell. Listen to what I'm saying. You listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that those guys are skilled players because they're getting picked for the skill to protect their quarterback. I know they're not running the ball, they're not catching the ball, but they are technically still a skilled player.
Man on the street. That's not how it goes. I said skill positions. You're talking about a skilled player.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about skilled player. That's fine. But I said skill positions.
Okay.
And that's going to be your running back, receivers, and whatever. Okay. Not the linebackers and not the fucking linemen. That's what I'm referring to.
But I'm
not the player. The position.
I'm saying the player. Okay.
Okay, man, that's what I'm saying. That's a difference.
We agree to disagree.
That's not a disagreement. I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay? I'm disagreeing by how we're talking about the position of the players.
Okay. I'm talking about the player himself. Tim Dog,
okay. To clear up the question that we had, let's go with the facts for next year. The quarterbacks, the top 5 quarterbacks next year: Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, DJ Lagway, and Lenore Sellers.
All right, who of those do you know?
Lenore Sellers, DJ Lagway, and Arch Manning.
Yeah, Arch
Yeah.
Manning and Sellers, because Sellers played for the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Okay,
So,
so
DJ Lightweight
again, we're
played
in the
for
same
Florida.
position, right?
yeah. Those are only two quarterbacks that I know.
Oh,
That's
yeah, we're in the same position.
those are only two quarterbacks that I know coming out. And truth be
Hmm.
told, Sellers, he took a step back this year. So, but that's just my opinion, being a Gamecock fan. Tim Dog, what are you talking about this year?
I kind of agree with Shada. I mean, kind of with Shada and Farrell, only because the quarterback draft this year, last year, well, not the year before, there was a high draft, but you know, quarterbacks were, limited. And like Farrell said, the teams have to fill those spots of those skilled players, or excuse me, skilled positions, so that they can fill in the voids of when players get hurt. And plus, the rotation of players, not every player comes back the next season. Then you have some who do retire. So, and to me, it's just the teams being safe. Get those extra players that they really need, especially on the on the offense. As far as running back, we all know running backs are soft and slow, not soft and slow, but soft and small. So maybe you want to get a good big power back, to help out those speedy motherfuckers is up front that always getting hurt. Something like that.
Yeah, I understand that. And I understand because of the quarterback class being so weak this year, and probably for the next couple of years. Because just like Shada just said, only two of them that I know. I never heard of the other ones. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I know about Sellers because he's on the Gamecocks.
Right.
But my thing is it time to try to build your team with these skill players, like Farrell said, and then get a quarterback later? Because like I say, with some of these teams, they do have a decent quarterback. They just have a sorry offensive line or offensive or defensive line. That's what I'm saying with these teams now, because of especially the Raiders. Who else was sorry this year?
Look at Washington.
Well, Washington. Well,
you got the Jets.
The Jets.
Washington was terrible on the offensive line this year.
But what I'm saying is teams that I don't consider terrible. Washington just had a bad year. That's what I'm just saying. I just think they had a bad year. But I'm just talking about a team that are always in the draft, is always in the top 10 in the draft. The Jets,
Carolina.
Raiders. Well, Carolina used to be turning around. But what I'm saying is that those teams should be looking towards other things like these skilled players, like you say, Farrell, than a quarterback. Your thoughts?
Yeah.
That's
for me?
Yeah, that's just your thought.
Yeah. I was looking for some stats. I agree. Because if you look at most of the teams, and we know exactly, other than I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna pick on your team for the minute. When the Eagles had a great team under Andy Reid, they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots. It wasn't due to protection. It was due to a player or a couple of players not fulfilling those positions to make that team a winner, because they supposed to have won that Super Bowl. We all know that. Yeah, and we know that that's important. You got to make sure the player stays clean. Yeah, you know what I mean? You got to make sure the player stays clean. That's the reason Tom Brady was such good, at what he did. Peyton Manning, those guys ain't running. You want your quarterbacks. I don't give a damn what anybody says in the NFL. It's always great to have a mobile quarterback, but with today's speed of the defense, and especially the defensive ends, it's almost a liability to have that person that runs around, because now they have a chance of getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that those 5 men that protect the quarterback and anything that happens in that area, even a good blocking tight end to add an extra person. Yeah, you might want to look for something like that. Like, remember the Didiers and the how Ertz used to play for you guys. The other, what's that other tight end that the Eagles had? He was real nice at blocking too. But when you have guys like that can run, catch, and block as a tight end, that's an extra protection for your quarterback. There's the teams that use, like, because they want the guys to be too mobile. They want the and they're getting hurt.
Kansas City used the 3 and 4 tight end setup.
Exactly. Those are important. And as far as I'm concerned, if the NFL protects the quarterback, I don't care how average you are They've been below average quarterbacks win the fucking Super Bowl. And we can name at least 5 of them. You know, Jim McMahon is definitely one of them. You know what I mean?
But the player that I was referring to that the Raiders picked up was Linderbaum, their center. They picked up Tyler Linderbaum.
No.
Offensive lineman the Raiders picked up.
Not
I was trying to find his name.
Yeah, it was before Ertz. Elove. But you know, I just say that we just need good. We just need good tight ends, exactly. Really decent offensive linemen, and you know, and a quarterback that can manage the game is what they always say. And then if you got a defense that can get the ball back, like the Ravens used to say, you give us 10 points, we'll take care of the rest. You get a defense like that, you're always going to be like, you know, Trent Dilfer. You know, he won off of being an average quarterback. Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson.
Used to be in Washington and went to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
You know, they all got Super Bowl rings, but they ain't do shit but just hand the ball off. You know what I mean?
So did Boomer Esiason.
Oh, there you go, Boomer. But he didn't win the Super Bowl, though.
He never won Super Bowl. This bitch ass. But that being said, Tim Dahl, with reports of up to 10 offensive linemen going in the first round, our team overcorrected to protect quarterbacks.
I wouldn't say no. I would say no. I mean, because you can never say it's better to have than not need than to need and not have. So if you have an abundance of them, and then that way you can pick the best of what you have, and then you can, you know, trade the other ones off or whatever, put them on the practice squad. You never have too many offensive linemen. As we know, you know, they get hurt a lot too, especially as the season goes on.
Yeah. I mean, look, Trent Williams just got an extension on his quarter on his 49ers. You know, so in the game, ageless wonder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Didn't y'all have him for a while?
You know we did. They didn't draft
Come on now. Why are you gonna say that?
You know we did. No, he just want to be a hater, man.
Washington always picks up Eagles players. They had Zach Ertz. They had freaking daggone all the players that leave the Eagles go to Washington.
No, but they go back to
Trent Williams was drafted by Washington and they let him go. That's what he did.
Yeah, they let him go. Yeah,
they didn't want to pay him.
But it was Dan Snyder's fault, guys. It was Dan Snyder's fault. It wasn't nobody else's fault.
But the other tight end that you think about
the organization.
The other tight end I think you talk about for the Eagles Brett Selleck, number 87.
Yes,
that's
it. That's him.
Yeah,
because Ertz took his position. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
He took
you know, when they had him, he was really great at blocking and running down the field and causing havoc. Those are type players that keeps the quarterback safe.
Yeah,
but most of the top tight ends in the NFL now are good blockers. Brock Bowers, Kittles.
Yeah, but they don't catch the ball.
Kelsey.
They all
Kelsey. Huh? They don't catch.
Kittles don't catch the ball.
I didn't say no. What I'm saying is okay. Possession wise, he's good at blocking and stuff like that, but you don't count the quarterback. Don't look at him as first option in short yardage plays. We know that. Now, Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah.
Now he's first option, regardless of whatever goes on.
Well, what about Lamar Jackson?
We mean Lamar Jackson.
He goes to his tight ends for freaking daggone short yardage situations. Even though they just traded Isaiah.
No, what he's saying is that he's not the first option. He's not the first option to
blocking tight end.
For him to throw the ball. He's not the first option.
Like Tony Gonzalez. Okay.
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez type players.
That's the first option.
Right. Tony Gonzalez was great at blocking, but he also was that possession guy.
Oh, you're talking about
there's a lot of tight ends out there that don't do that. Vernon Davis started off like that.
Vernon Davis.
But then you can't coach him. You see what I'm saying? I saw them say not every team has those type of tight ends to be successful. Like right now, you got Andrews. You got Mark Andrews for the Ravens. We don't have a lot of those types of tight ends in the league.
Yeah, you sure don't. And going back to the thing about the quarterback, Pharaoh, if this draft lacks elite quarterback depth but feature talent at other positions, could it shift how teams build contenders long term?
You know, free agency has killed that. There's no long term anymore in the NFL. You can forget that shit. A team will win the damn Super Bowl and lose all its players the next season.
Yeah.
See what Seattle just did today, running back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. There it is.
that
Major point
there
right
you
there.
go.
Major point right
John Harbaugh. No, that's John Harbaugh. I told you he was going on a Ravens
Right.
back kid.
there. Right. And Andrews is kind of old. Likely was taking the place of Andrews. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, but that's what I'm saying, Shada. Today's the free agency and all this other money and cap space has killed long-term teams. So you can forget that shit.
What's your thoughts on that question there, Shawty? If this draft lacks elite quarterback depth but feature talent at other positions, could it shift how teams build contenders long term?
It ain't gonna change nothing. The NFL, we say it every week on this podcast. The NFL is a follow fashion league. As soon as somebody start doing something that's working, some team gonna jump on the bandwagon and start doing it, and then somebody else gonna do something, and then somebody gonna try and follow them. That's what the NFL does. Every couple of years, something big happened in the NFL. Like we didn't have tight end university until all the tight ends started being first option or third down option. Tight ends were big in the NFL for catching the ball downfield back 15 years ago. A tight end was to give the quarterback as much time and be the one to go out in the flat to be his relief. Now it's the running
or do the
back
little curls or whatever the case is. That's what I'm saying. So man on the street, to his point, your team doing that damn push.
Yeah.
4th year in the league, they're gonna be trying it. Everybody's trying it now.
Exactly.
You remember, like everybody's trying to find a way to stop something that works. And no, I don't see it.
Yeah. And Tim Dog, man, I like what my man E Love just said. He said long-term ended when they stopped taking responsibility with long contracts. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, think about it.
That's a good
you
point.
Play a long-term contract, and then you obligated to give them all that money. Then all of a sudden they don't want to stay with the team, and it's just like with the NBA. Everybody want long contracts, but yet they not, abiding by the contract rules or the contract length.
We ain't back in the NBA today. These games been awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's just amazing that these quarterbacks or I don't know. Is it just me though? It just seems though that these players coming out now, I'm not as hype or to see them. It just doesn't feel the same to me. I remember. I do remember when Reggie Bush was coming out. I was like, man, Reggie Bush could come to the Eagles. Boy, woo! You know what I'm saying? I was hyped for
there
a player
was a time
like
that
that.
People argued right before the draft happened.
Yeah,
nobody talks about it no more.
A player that you're so excited to see, man. I can't wait to see Reggie Bush in the NFL. We saw what he did in college and the way that he played in college. I'm talking about all the years that he played in college. Right. I hate to say it. I even say that about Matt Leinart. I was like, man, Matt Leinart gonna be a great quarterback. Who knows he was gonna be a great quarterback?
No, we said that about Bosworth.
Exactly.
The last player that ruined it for me was Reginald 3.
Reginald 3.
The year
RG3.
before that. I think he was it RG3?
Oh,
yeah.
RG3.
Oh, he said Reginald. He said Reginald 3.
That motherfucker went straight black with his ass, didn't he? Reginald. God damn.
Reginald.
I'm just saying, dog.
All right, fellas, man. I got questions for each one of y'all. So hold your thoughts because these questions are tailored just for you. Pharaoh, you up first.
Okay.
With the number 7 pick and pressure to get it right, should Washington take the best player available or target a specific need like linebacker or edge? This is your question, Pharaoh.
Oh man. I've been going over this shit in my
Here it is.
head.
And I'm going to give you the big screen. So here you go.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. Washington has lost the most since 1961. 5 games of 21 plus points since 1961 in franchise history. And with the available pass rushers, especially that the 2 guys coming out of University of Miami, it would behoove them, as we said in the military, to get somebody to help out that defensive line so they can control the damn offense on their end. And I believe an edge rusher or a linebacker could do that for them. That's my take. Now I know they're probably going to take the running back if he's still available to help out. But Washington does not know how to keep a running back because they cycle through him like a fucking trash bag. So I would say at least get some type of defensive line help or a linebacker, or a safety. But safeties they already have because they got the guy that came over from Indianapolis. So I would say an edge rusher, a good tackle, edge rusher, or a freaking linebacker. That should be one of their first picks.
Okay, then. Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna ask everybody the same thing. If Washington don't get this number 7 pick right this year, Pharaoh, should they blow everything up? I'm talking about in the office, the people that be picking people. If you don't get the right number 7 pick or trade that pick for something, should they blow everything up? I'm talking about the people that picks. And I'm not talking about the coach.
Yeah,
the head coach got to go too.
You talking about GM or the
yeah. Should they blow it up?
No, because they've been doing a great job considering the 2 years that they've been there. Washington was injury prone toward the end of last year. I mean, their first year.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was a fluke season. They got rid of 2 players that I think they should have kept. Then they could have kept my man from Alabama, but they gave him to, I forget. They went to the playoffs, but they still didn't win anything. But long story short, they've been doing a great job after 20-something years of fucked up NFL decisions. So I'll let them do whatever they have to do. 30 years. I'm sorry, 30 years.
All right.
It's been 31 years that they haven't done anything since I graduated high school. So with that being said,
damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cardinal tape. You see, y'all need a Cardinal tape. That was Love just said.
I mean, yeah, a Cardinal tape, but I'm like I said, you still have and that offensive lineman from the University of Miami. They can still use a good protection.
Yeah,
I know, but like I said, I can pray. Shout out, damn, let me pray.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be there.
I know you up the bat. Holding the number 14 pick. Should the Ravens stay put or trade down given the reported talent drop-off after the middle of the first round? What you got to say about that, Tim Dog?
Shoot, they need to go up to number 6 and get that offensive line because that's what they desperately need. No, they don't need a wide receiver.
Oh, that's the question. Yeah, Tim Dog. I'm putting up when I see him. Go ahead.
Oh no, but they definitely need somebody that's going to protect Lamar, as we saw last year. Even though he wants to be a pocket passer, but that left side was collapsing every time. We got him running everywhere, but to the goal line. And at the same time, they need somebody on that defense, secondary, corner, safety, somebody that's going to go back there and help old boy the safety out that they got back there who runs everything. Was it Hamilton? That right there is key because the Ravens got burnt a lot, especially at the end of the season. And if they don't get all that, a good receiver, especially another tight end, because like you said, Likely is gone. Then they had a defensive lineman that left and went to the Giants too. So I say offensive line. Yeah. Okay. John Harbaugh, he went on a I'm gonna get you back Ravens tour this weekend.
And the same question, man. I know y'all rebuilding because of I'm talking about with the head coach being gone, Harbaugh being gone all the year. My man Newsom was the cornerstone that kept y'all with great picks. Now that he's gone, and so if they don't do a great job, should these guys look the GM like Pharaoh to the GM side of the house, try to get somebody new, or stick with these guys until they get it right? Your thoughts, Tim Dog?
Well, the Ravens aren't going to be contenders for at least 2, maybe 3 years, only because they got a new coach, only because they losing so many.
Really?
I say 2 years. And you got a head coach that doesn't really have head coach experience.
Okay.
So, and then you got problems with the line, the offensive line, and that's the main thing you need to address as far as with the Ravens. Yeah.
There it is. My main man, Shada. Here we go right here, man.
Yeah,
we're reporting Tampa Bay to defensive lineman help like Akeem Messidor. I'm not missing.
You got it right.
Yeah. Should they prioritize defense over offense upgrades in round 1? Shada, what you say about your boys?
First of all, I love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the first thing we need to do is get rid of Baker Mayfield. It will free up money. It will free up money for us to get more players. But to your question, man on the street, and to this panel, we all know Jason Light. He's our general manager. He's got a lot of draft tendencies, and he builds teams differently. He goes trenches first, and then he likes to go to the edge, and then best available player. For me personally, I think Messidor is the best bet because we need a hedge rusher bad. And with Levante David not being there anymore, and Nakobe Dean are all of our defensive linemen that skills positions like that put pressure on the quarterback. We need to reload there. That is an absolute must for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In lieu of the fact that we have a defensive-minded coach, our defense is depleted to the point right now. I have Tampa Bay, if we don't make some big moves, I pick Tampa Bay finishing either in last place or second to last place in the NFC South with the current roster we have. Now, right now, what I would say, if I was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers general manager group, my priority would be an edge rusher. My second will be linebacker, and third will be cornerback, because those positions right there are the positions that's always anchors Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense going all the way back to the 80s. They've always had some kind of defensive player, somebody that makes a difference, who leads that defense. And we don't have that with our man gone, Levante David. So we got a lot to do. We got to rebuild a wide receiver. We got a young boy over there, but he's going to need some help too. Mike Evans is a big loss because of his height and his ability to adjust to the ball in the air. So right now, Tampa Bay, I think we're not directly in the rebuilding phase, but we're trending that way right now if we don't do something.
All right, then. Well, I guess because y'all got a new head coach, so y'all not going to blow up y'all goddamn front office just right now. But right. I understand what you're saying about all your needs. I thought the math professor might be on, so everybody answered the math professor question. I just need a quick answer. All right, Farrah, I'm gonna start with you. If the Saints are building around their young quarterback, should they use their first round pick on a wide receiver like a Carnell Tate to boost their offense?
I just think they need to move the team out of New Orleans, and maybe they'll boost everything. God
damn, man.
That's what I think. But the man professor, man, that's the one guy that he'll dissect the shit out of his team. I don't even know why he don't have a job at the front office, because shit. We talk about ifs, ands, or maybes. This motherfucker talk about this is what it needs to happen. So
Did it get personal?
Quarterback to try to make them, a little bit more, dynamic. But they got rid of their most famed running back, didn't they?
Mm.
Yeah,
they got rid of the Tennessee guy,
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, they got rid of him. So what they gonna do?
I think the Eagles picked him up.
Don't play.
No, I think so.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, don't play. When did this happen?
I think so. Hold on, man. Me see here.
I don't need to see him twice a goddamn year.
I could be wrong.
I don't care how old he is. I don't want to see him.
Oh
this
no,
time of year.
that can't. No. Alvin Kamara, no.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? That's stupid.
I might be wrong though. I
hope you are. Shit.
No, that's
no. They haven't got rid of him. They just said they drafted a running back.
Okay.
Jeez. Maybe
I do not need to see Saquon Barkley and Alvin Kamara. I don't need to see that shit, man. Hell no.
Bro,
I think the Eagles picked them up.
I'm gonna be like, Mary Street. I have to withdraw my statement to say all edge rushers.
Well, shout out, like I said, we speaking for on the Mad Professor right now. Same question, man. Should they got that young quarterback? Should the Saints go after a wide receiver like a Carnell Tate.
Yeah. I have to say, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Okay.
No.
Why not?
The Saints have had a horrible, horrendous track record with picking freaking daggone wide receivers in the first round. They have a terrible track record with that. They're better off. Yeah. They are better off trading down and get something else, because I'm telling you, the last couple wide receivers the Saints have got had just drained their pocketbook.
Well, they had no quarterback really to throw the ball.
Yeah. So why would you pay that quarterback? Why would you pay that wide receiver all that money then if he's not on the bench, if you don't have a quarterback?
Why does the Philadelphia 76ers pay Joel Embiid?
Don't start stuff, man. That's not right.
Why ask why, Sean?
I'm just saying, man. Alvin, if they get rid of Alvin Kamara, I'm telling you right now, the city is gonna revolt.
Man, the city gonna blow up,
bro.
I hear what you say, Sean. I hear what you say, Sean. What about you, Tim Dog? What are your thoughts, man? Should the Saints go after, if they can get a Carnell Tate to help that young quarterback out? Because, like I said, I didn't think he would have been a good fit, but he showed me something. What a show!
He showed improvement.
Yeah, he showed that he could actually play the position.
Coachable.
He's coachable, and he did better than I thought he would do. So if you could put him with another young wide receiver that they could grow together, should that be a pick that the Saints go after if they can?
Man, Professor,
Saints need defense because they can't stop nobody. You can't stop run, can't stop pass. So I'm looking at probably an edge rusher, a good safety, or a corner. Somebody.
Man, they got Chase. They got Chase Young at a cheap price.
Yeah, a cheap player for a cheap price. What they say, you get what you pay for.
I think I know you brought up Chase Young, but Chase Young had a great upside, but I don't know what happened after that injury. It seems to me, it seems though that Chase Young fell out of love with football. Does that make sense? Because once you start getting hurt,
passion he used to play.
Yeah. Because once you get hurt, you don't have that same energy. Then he came from Ohio State, I believe, right? He's Ohio State player. And for me, Ohio State defensive players don't really.
Teammates with that bullshit Bosa motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's just me, man. And of course, fellas, y'all
tell us how you really feel, Farrell.
y'all didn't hear me say anything about my Eagles. I didn't have a question for my Eagles because of the fact that if we're gonna move AJ Brown, move the bitch. Because I'm tired of hearing people saying, "Goddamn it, word on the street, they're gonna move him June the 1st."
What is this thing with AJ Brown? What is this obsession?
I don't know. Everybody obsession with motherfucking AJ Brown not being happy being a Philadelphia Eagle. Okay, man, you got your money, you got your Super Bowl. Go someplace else, and then you can sit on the
side. Keep his ass. I need some type of hindrance when we play.
He's
to
going
get to each other.
A crutch.
Yeah, I need some type of bad shit going on so they can't throw the ball right. He drops the shit. Yeah, I need that.
Man, I'm so sick and tired of hearing that. Of course, y'all know I'm so sick and tired of hearing all of them bashing Jalen Hurts. For me, man, at some point in time, the nonsense got to stop because I don't give a damn. The ultimate stat that you want as a quarterback is W's, and I don't give a damn if Jalen don't go for 2,000 yards this season, 4 touchdown throwing, and he running in 29 times. As long as we get the goddamn W, that's all I care about. And he plays good in the big goddamn game. That's all I care about.
The cheesesteaks, man.
But you know what, man, on the street. Let me go one further. There have been 2 or 3 other, like I mentioned, Brad Johnson. I meant Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer.
Both of the damn what's the bald head brothers that were quarterbacks? Hasselbecks. Hasselbecks. Yeah. None of them were great quarterbacks, but they won. And nobody said shit about them.
Yeah.
You did.
But this one guy that has more passing yards than all of them.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw the ball enough, or it's just because he's not a flamboyant guy. I don't know.
Yeah. It just.
But I'm tired of the attacks too. He's not my team. But you know, as a football fan and the love for players,
angers me.
It's a shame that he has to go through this on a daily or weekly or yearly basis.
Yeah.
Because other people aren't happy how he's playing because they want him to play their way.
Yeah. And that's the part.
The league has been doing that for years since Andre, what's his name, was in with the Texans. They started bashing them big receivers like that year. And I hate
Andre
him.
where?
He's a good one.
No, he's talking about wide receiver. Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson.
When he was down there killing it in Houston, they started back. This dude was putting up numbers. These guys are giving the teams what they want. Why are you talking about it?
And that's what I'm saying. And the same thing with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, when can he win the big one? But they don't get the Tim Dog, you can speak to this. But you see a motherfucker like Josh Allen go out there and threw the damn game away
year after year.
And they would say that he's the best thing. I'm just getting sick and tired of seeing certain.
Oh, even Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the prototypical quarterback. If you building a quarterback, that's what they say. But I'm just getting so sick and tired of hearing them bash a Lamar Jackson or a goddamn Jalen Hurts because all these guys do is win. Tim Dog, what you got to say about it?
We all know what the deal is, so
True.
we don't need to talk about it on the show. And it's man, it's as blatant as night and day.
What's going with you, man?
What up,
What's going
Square?
on?
Yeah. Vinny Testaverde, but that must have ageless wonder right there. Testaverde played. Testaverde probably played. He played now. Somebody called him up.
No, I think the longest running
He still
quarterback
looks
in the league is freaking
He looked 60 in college. Shit.
Testaverde, boy, I remember when I was at University of Miami. Damn.
Yeah, man. Not my Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I'm just we're rampant fractures. He just he went to Harvard or something like that. Harvard or Yale, one of them motherfuckers. But yeah,
has he played for every NFL team?
Damn near.
So that's a journeyman. That's a real journeyman.
Real journeyman, fellas. Man, we gonna switch gears here for a second because we all know that the NBA playoffs is going on right now, and of course, last night Portland tied it up with the San Antonio Spurs, but they tied it up because Wemby went out.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, and with that being said, Tim Dog, with Victor Wembanyama potentially missing time, are the Spurs already in trouble despite being a top contender?
Well, first of all, I just want to say sorry what happened to Wemby. I mean, he went.
That was just crazy though. But that was just crazy. That was just
but what was even crazier, they said, "How many fingers I got up?" He said, Tuesday, but it was Tuesday. So.
That's not right.
He's okay now. He's okay, so we can laugh.
He's okay,
so we can laugh now.
Right. We shouldn't act like that.
Man, you know me. Come on, there, Shaka.
This is not behavior that is conducive. No, that's not professional at all.
Man, I thought about that last night, and I couldn't wait to get on the show.
That was very unprofessional.
No. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So are they in trouble, Tim Dog, after being
no.
Okay.
Only because they still a good team and they won without Wemby there. And the reason why they lost is because they probably had a game plan and Wemby not being there, they were shocked and confused, but coach gonna get them together for the next game on Friday. So,
okay. All right.
I don't think they're in trouble though.
What about you, Farrell? Because he did win Defensive Player of the Year before.
Yes, he did.
Maybe that's what it is. They should have gave him the trophy before the game.
You can't jinx him.
Farrell would tell people, I'm big on superstition, man. I don't watch the Eagles on a certain TV because that's my bad luck TV. If Farrell like, Chuck, you think
you're one of them?
Yeah. I got a whole Eagle wall, but I won't watch the Eagles on that damn TV because every time I watch the Eagles on that TV, we lose. So I got a whole Eagle wall with a TV. I don't even watch. You're one of them? Yeah, hell yeah. Farrell, tell you,
Hey, Shada, every time I say there's 50,000 fans in the stadium watching this shit, and your TV causes them to lose, get the fuck out of here.
That's what you say all the time.
Just
Probably wear the
just
same
him.
draws every time too.
No, don't do that.
The same jersey, the same drawers, the same
No.
socks, the same shoes, the same fucking
Oh.
cigar that he smoked the week before. You know what
That's terrible.
Please don't say the same drink that was there a week before.
No, he finishes the drink. That's at least one thing he does.
Oh, shit. But back-
Especially when they lose, huh?
yeah. So fair. Serious question, man. Are the Spurs in trouble because Wemby got hurt? Your thoughts, man?
I really don't know much about how the Spurs played without Wemby, but I do know they did win, during the season when he was out, that got them to the playoffs. So I would say, like Tim Doc said, they had game plan fell apart because of the crash out, and then they tried to pull something together. Yeah, and I think like I said, the coach should get them to reel them back in. This is the NBA, man. They go. First of all, the only thing we need to ask, what does FanDuel say? What does DraftKings say? Then we'll go and make a bet.
I don't care about none of that.
There it is. But you made a great point, though. The fact of the matter is that the Spurs are a tested team. When Wemby was injured, they did pull together and whatnot.
Well,
I think because it wasn't like the Portland beat them by a lot. I think they only beat them by a point. So the game was close. The game was close back
Single digits.
Yeah, single digits. So it was real good game. I even watched some of it. Shotter. It was a really good
Spurs
game.
went 12 and 6
I
without Wemby.
also think that when you see your star player go down like that can take something out of you, and it takes you a minute to get back into the actual game.
Yeah.
So, Shotter, your thoughts on the Spurs? Are they already in trouble despite being a top contender with Wemby being out?
No, they're not. And to basically follow up what you made a very good point. You said you watched part of it.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I have never in my life watched the entire Spurs game before this series. That's how boring I thought the Spurs were to watch on TV. They were the most, because they're just the fundamental. They're going to do the fundamentals. You're not going to get this Spurs team is not the same Spurs team I'm seeing on the court. These cats are getting up and down the court. They're getting into passing lanes.
That boy Vessel,
their guards,
Castle.
their two guards will dunk on you. Do you hear me?
Vassell and Castle.
But here's the thing that actually shocked me when my wife came in the room. She was like, "You're watching the Spurs?" I was like, "Yeah, they did." Listen, did y'all know that CJ McCollum has never made an all-star team?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why? He was playing with Damian Lillard. You gonna win with him?
I'm just saying, he been in the league this long, and this dude ain't never made an all-star team.
And then he left Portland and just fell
I did
off.
not know that. I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I gotta mention that on the pod. I'm like, this dude never.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he showed up last night though.
Haircut.
Yeah, hold that thought, Tim Dog. Yeah, you're exactly right, because of the fact that there's a lot of great players that we've seen play basketball, football, whatever, and you'd be surprised that they never made a All-Pro or they only made one All-Pro, because that's how we all know that these leagues are built around names.
That's
If
right.
you don't have one of those names that people want to see or want to hear, you're not going to get that coverage, or better yet, especially if you're in some
That's
place
right,
like
D-Love. That's right.
because we all know that my man Dame Lillard could shoot the long ball. That motherfucker shoot that shit from half court. So of course he's gonna get this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna play into that as well. People know
I
names.
just couldn't believe that. I was shocked.
people know name. No name.
Well, you got to understand, even though when he was with Portland, he was a good role player. He wasn't a star player.
He wasn't a star
And
player.
like you said, and Damian Lillard really took the shine.
Yes, right.
When he left Portland, it's because he wanted to try to prove himself.
Exactly.
Well, he did a good job, but he's not an all-star player, as you can see right now in these games.
Exactly. With that being said, talk about all-star player.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Talk about an all-star. And our favorite player, I call him the GOAT. Goat James there on Pharaoh. I'm starting with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why you look
Matt.
big.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn it.
After the Lakers jumped to a 2-0 lead, are they quietly becoming the most dangerous team in the West?
No. I'm not going to entertain that question. No.
You just saying
you
no.
know why? Because you keep saying go. The
Say, ask
nigga's
the question
23.
again.
The nigga's 23
question
years,
again.
man. I'm sorry. No.
Okay, then Tim Dog, what you say, man?
What you know for the big screen and
After the
ask the question
Lakers,
again.
take a 2-0 lead without Luka and without AR, are they the most dangerous team after winning it 2 in a row against the
Dangerous
Houston Rockets?
Lakers
Your thoughts on
don't
Tim
go
Dog?
together.
They're the dangerous team in the first round, maybe. Come second round, no.
If they get to
And plus, if they get, well, they're gonna get to the second round.
no,
Hold on.
hey, let Pharaoh say this is the NBA. Shit, we don't see shit go sideways. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at Orlando. Nobody think Orlando's doing what they supposed to be doing.
But
So.
Orlando made the
Yeah,
playoffs last year. They're expected to be there.
They down 3 right now to Detroit.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So what you say about it, Tim Dog? So you saying no, they're not the dangerous team?
nah.
Okay.
Nah.
What about you, Shada?
Hell to the nizzo.
Okay.
You
Then.
hear me? As much as I love me some LeBron James, I collect his shoes. That's how much.
You wasting money too. You
Look,
guys
I
get
got
that
more
shit to me.
LeBron James shoes in my closet than any other shoe. But the bottom line is, they are not dangerous. Listen, you're telling me you're gonna let Pillsbury Doughboy, a geriatric superstar, a daggone a white chocolate wannabe without the handles, and what's his name? Is it Luke Kennard?
That boy can shoot that free though. Oh, that boy.
That boy.
That's just pretty. Don't give a damn.
He filling in the gap. He filling in the gap.
Yeah, that mother.
Nah, they're not the most dangerous team.
Okay,
no.
Have y'all watched the damn Denver Nuggets Minnesota series?
Woo!
No, you gotta understand. They
Man,
play
them boys.
winner out
fight.
of the Thunder and
Yeah.
What's the name? They're not playing them. They playing the Thunder next, basically, if they win.
Nobody's watching the Thunder series because everybody knows it's automatic to the championship. But damn,
Yeah.
bro,
I don't know if they're automatic. I don't know if they're automatic, but Shada says you talk about GOAT James. Is LeBron James proving age doesn't matter with clutch playoff performance for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Nobody give a damn about none of that shit. He needs to leave so somebody else can play. We tired. Listen, I love LeBron. And I want LeBron to go sit down somewhere and enjoy his children and his grandchildren and be good that he's there. He's the all-time leading. He has nothing else to prove. Nothing. There's nothing else for him to accomplish.
All right, I hear what you're saying there, and Tim Dog, you heard what he said. But without their star two players, because LeBron James took the back seat, he got out of the front seat. He said, "Hey, I don't have to be the first. I don't have to be the second. I could be the third. I could be the third." And of course, Luka is hurt. Reeves is hurt. So LeBron, hey, put me back in the front seat. So same question: is LeBron James proving age doesn't matter with clutch playoff performance for the Los Angeles Lakers? What you got to say about that, Tim Dog?
Well, he already proved that age doesn't matter, but LeBron got a little too happy trying to shoot them fadeaways and just shot like 5 bricks in a row back to back. I mean, straight down. But you can't.
He's tired.
This was also in the fourth quarter too. So he was done. Yeah, but you still can't count him out. And right now he's tired because he has to pull a lot of minutes because of Austin Reeves. Yeah, but my thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you can still play, why not? And he's not the only NBA player that has 20 plus years that's playing right now. So, but he is the longest tenure right now in the NBA. But I mean, it's just like, you got a good thing, you old, but you can do a little something down to the end. And when he's ready, I'm sure he's going to hang up his shoes. But he feels now that, he has still the stamina. He still has the skill to perform. But he may not have the endurance, but he still have that skill.
And that's what it boils down to, Farrell. Because of the fact that their 2-star players is gone, now you have to lean on a LeBron James. And that's where the experience comes in at, because a lot of people was basically saying that, well, I think he had 29 last night. I think he had 20 plus the other damn night, a bunch of damn assists. They're saying like he's playing like a Magic Johnson. They're also saying that the offense looks better when LeBron James is basically controlling the flow. They say like everybody gets involved. With Luka, they're doing what they used to do with LeBron. Give Luka the ball, everybody just stay out the way. Let Luka make a play. So, Farrell, same question: is LeBron James proving age doesn't matter with his playoff play that he's doing with the Lakers right now without their 1 and 2 scores? I mean, Luka and Reeves. Your thoughts?
I wouldn't say age doesn't matter. I would say his playoff experience is what matters. That's the difference. And of course, with the time he's been in and the with the people around him, he has to be the focal point. Because one, he's the oldest player out there. Next, he's even older than he's as old as Redick, isn't he?
I think he's older. No, he's younger. But he and
Redick out there. Redick really isn't coaching the team; it's LeBron coaching the team. Yeah. So you know what I mean. I just think it's his experience is what's carrying him right now. But once again, Father Time is going to win every goddamn time.
Yeah,
and I don't care how much money you put into your rehab or your therapy after games and stuff, it still doesn't take the fact that Father Time to say, hey, I'll give you an extra minute tonight. That's about it. You know what I mean? So
you made a great point. That Father Time is giving them extra minute because every time they win, that's that Luka and Reeves to get more healthy. So you see what I'm saying? Because once they come back, he's going to, I'm going to go back to playing the third fiddle. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And you made another great point. The fact of the matter that LeBron James gets everybody involved. I think LeBron James is one of the people that get a lot of people paid. Because once they play with LeBron James, they get these big contracts someplace else, and then they become garbage.
He's always done that.
Because you're not playing with the same person with the same talent as a LeBron James. And I think Iman Shumpert said it best. He said that the best thing about LeBron James is that he has a great basketball mind.
Yeah, IQ.
He said his basketball mind is great. He said that when he played with Melo, he said that Melo was the type of player that you have to know what to do. He's not going to tell you what to do. But he said when he played with LeBron James will actually tell you where you messed up at. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need to do.
He's been doing it all his whole career.
Exactly. Well, but that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Fred.
He learned that from watching Jordan and Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
He got that from Kobe because what Michael Jordan and Kobe did was they did that in practice. So during the game, you're supposed to know what's happening.
Yeah, but I guess another thing though. Another thing though, Farrell, is that when you talk about Kobe and Michael Jordan, they had a Phil Jackson. They had a great head coach. They had a legendary head coach. But LeBron James, he never had that legendary coach. So he had to learn how to maneuver and play the ball. But it is what it is.
Can you imagine if he did go to college? Imagine if he went to college.
Exactly.
And played at least 2 seasons. How much better he'd be.
Exactly. That'd be real scary.
Yeah.
Shot it, man. Let's move to your boys. Your New York Knicks. Y'all had a 12.4 quarter deficit. So after Atlanta erased a 12.4 quarter deficit to tie the series 1-1, this exposed a serious closing problem for your Knicks. Shot it. What you got to say?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a serious closure problem for our Knicks. The Knicks have always been a fourth quarter team all season. They have the best average in the fourth quarter in the NBA. The bottom line is,
you say this is a fluke? This was a fluke?
No, this is what I told y'all was happening.
CJ McCollum.
As well as Cat sticks to his daggone position and plays his position.
I think we say this before though. I think we say that.
We always say this.
I think we say that Cat is going to be. I think a couple of podcasts. Last week. I think we say that the Cat is going to be the deciding factor.
He's the catalyst.
Move on.
He's the catalyst. There is no way the Knicks win this series without Cat having the kind of game that he had the first game, where he's actually engaged. The
Yeah.
second game is almost like when he came off the court, it's almost like I gave it all to my first game. I don't got nothing left. I'm just gonna go ahead and just run down 3. Dude, do you know that?
You can tell by his jump shot he was tired.
No, we ain't gonna do this. What we're gonna do? We're gonna expose this right now.
He did a jump shot off his toes.
The bottom line is, okay, if you're up by 14, 15 points, why are you still shooting threes?
No, that's the NBA, Shada. That's why I can't watch it no more. I've watched
If you're up 14, 15 points, you do not need a three.
But see, the Knicks, the difference is the Knicks were shooting them, but they weren't making them. Normally they are making them, but they were
the
bricking.
Knicks is a good 3-point shooting team, but they're streaky. And the fact of the matter remains is when Cat Williams takes more than 2 threes.
Cat Williams a comedian. Cat Williams a comedian. Cat Williams. You call him a man a damn comedian. That's what you know.
I guess he's a comedian. Shit.
He's playing like one. He's playing like a joke.
Williams style. Well, somebody pass me the ball.
I got you.
Hey, Johnny, you know what happened in New York?
$10. Before you say that, $10, I want to ask you though. They gave up. They had the lead, and like you say though, they were just throwing up those goddamn threes, and they was breaking. Is it the head coach to say, "Hey, stop shooting the threes. They're starting to come back"? Should the head coach have pulled them in and say, "Hey, work it into Cat"?
To that point,
he's going to get fouled. He's going to get fouled. So let's work it in. Put Cat, get the big ass on the goddamn point on the post.
He should have said that. He should have said that 2 timeouts ago.
To that point, man, on the street, we're gonna bring it all back together. Because if y'all remember correctly, the coach that's coaching the Knicks is the same coach that let LeBron play out of his natural position in Cleveland all the years. If LeBron had always played in his position like he was supposed to, he would dominate the NBA. But he want to be a point guard. No, play the position that you were paying to the NBA to play. You are a forward. You're a big man. Play that position. Why are you coming down on a fast break shooting a 3?
Shout out. I know you want to go back to LeBron, but we talk about your Knicks right now. How they blew a 14-12.
You talking about the coach?
I'm talking about Cat. I'm talking about Cat coming down here shooting the dang. Why do you need to do that?
Yeah, you didn't.
Coach sitting on the sideline, see them mix 2 threes in a row, and he don't call a timeout.
Yeah. So Tim Dog, what you got to say? What Shada say? And like I say, should the coach had said, "Hey man, stop shooting fucking 3. Let's work it from the Cat. Get your ass on the post because they're gonna foul you, and let's win the game that way." What you got to say about that, on Tim Dog?
Well, if he didn't say it in the 2 timeouts he took when Atlanta was coming back, when CJ McCollum was coming back whooping their ass, then I don't know what was going on with the Knicks. And then they got Brunson doing isolation like 90% of the time. And we all know that the coach for Atlanta was named Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn.
He's defensive minded. All he is take away that threat and let everybody else beat you.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Brunson was getting manhandled. And then at the same time, they couldn't stop CJ McCollum in the 4th quarter. And I mean, he just went off. He did like a Reggie Miller. Even the people in the stands were like, he was on fire. That's all.
Yeah, because I think they talking shit to him. What they talking shit?
Yeah, no, he was talking shit back.
I'm just saying that's how it started, because they were talking shit to him, and then came back. You know, my man brought it up, man. Your favorite guy, my man with the braids. Aren't you gonna go get some? You got to go get some. Farrell, you be freezing like a motherfucker. I need you to get a better camera.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
We know.
But did the Knicks miss the opportunity to try to go 2-up against Atlanta because they was up by 12 points? What you got to say about it?
I'm gonna tell y'all like this: the Knicks was supposed to lose by 1.5 due to DraftKings. That's what I want to tell y'all.
You and this damn DraftKings. Oh, what'd you say? We need to stop DraftKings. What now?
That's what I'll tell you. The betting cover the spread 1.5 points. Atlanta winning on Monday night.
So they didn't cover the spread.
Nope, but they got that 1 point win. So with that being said, I believe that the NBA, regardless of what's going on, somebody's getting that phone call. Hey man, don't call a timeout. Hey man, I believe that shit's going on. So y'all can say what you want. I do believe that teams that are up 19 points, there's no fucking way that you get that bad in the fourth quarter where a team can come back and beat you by 4. I just don't see it. Not when you're professionals. So
yeah, I think with the Knicks, I think this is with the whole NBA, they're getting love happy with the damn 3, especially you hot, and then of course you go cold and you try to shoot your way back until getting back in the 3s. The 3-point is the worst thing that ever happened to the NBA.
No.
I'm talking about. No, reason why I say that, Pharaoh.
I agree.
I'm gonna say that. And reason why I say that, Pharaoh, is because when you watch any basketball, from Little League, whatever, everybody runs down court and everybody pulls up for a goddamn.
Why?
Everybody will be Steph Curry.
That's right.
But back
you blame Steph Curry for the new trend in the NBA. That's what you blame.
Because back in the day, they only had 1 3-point specialist.
That's right.
And everybody now is a 3-point specialist.
But the thing about not every team had a 3-point specialist.
Even my man Pharaoh, you try to get me hot, his bitch ass ain't playing right now. His bitch ass needs to work out. He need to do something. His bitch ass ain't playing.
I got some stats for him.
Yeah. Thibodeau held. Thibodeau held the feet to the fire. See, Thibodeau would have called a timeout. See, Thibodeau is defensive minded head coach.
You missed 3 shots. Thibodeau's calling the timeout because you ain't doing something right.
Yeah. Changing the rules, ruining the NBA. I believe that too.
But like I said though, with the rule change, but y'all blame Steph Curry for shooting 3s and running back the other way before it goes through the net. That's what niggas is trying to do now.
Yeah,
you blame Damian Lillard for pointing to his wrist when he fucking shoots the 3.
Yeah.
That's who you blame.
Yeah,
because like you said, you had Ginobili that possibly would have made it. Dale Curry was one of the first. You had Glenn Rice.
But that's what I say. But what I'm saying is that they were 3-point specialists. Everybody had a 3-point specialist. Now all 5 players on the goddamn team is a 7'7" center should not be shooting 3 points. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you blame Dirk Nowitzki for that position.
I understand you can shoot, but I digress, man. I digress, Tim Dahl, because my Sixers is 1-1 with the Boston Celtics. But I don't get
Tyrone Maxey. It wasn't for Maxey.
Thank you, but that's what the question is. With Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe combining for 59 points to even the series 1-1. Are the Sixers suddenly a real threat despite missing key bitch ass player Embiid? It doesn't say that, but I got to put the key bitch player Embiid up there.
They might win this series, but they're not gonna do nothing.
I got you, man. What you got to say about it, Tim Dahl?
Boston, they just didn't do a good job on VJ.
They could hit the 3s. Tim Dahl, they could hit them 3s that they was hitting. Because we lost by 32 points that first game. We lost by 32 points that first game. Go ahead, Tim Dahl. I mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I mean, it was just Boston. They just didn't play defense, and they let VJ Edgecombe just come on down for. I mean, he was lighting them up because he wasn't doing that the first game too.
Yeah.
But Maxey, that speed.
I think Maxey hit like 6 threes in a row. I think he had like 6 threes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And that's what happened. Boston, they didn't play defense. Now they got to go to Philly and try to make up.
Yeah, they need to try to make up, Pharaoh. And to the point that I say, man, my damn camera, that automatic shit keep kicking on, keep lowering me down. I go up and lower me back down. I'm gonna turn it off again and shit going. But I digress. Yeah, like you said, Pharaoh, I should have saved my money. I should have kept my same cheap camera. I want to have this issue. I want to see fast. Now the shit moving on me. Look at it. Watch this.
That motherfucker got a camera ghost in the room, boy.
That shit drunk.
It's gonna follow me no matter where I go. It's gonna follow me unless I turn the bitch off. I turned it off, the bitch turned back on. But Pharaoh, tell your thing, man. We talking about my Sixers now. I'm a should Embiid play the next game, or should the Sixers run that same game plan that they ran in the second game to beat Boston? Your thoughts?
I would say leave Embiid out this series. Run what the hell you're doing.
If you can get past it. So
right.
You leave him out to next year.
Mhm.
If you don't get past this series, let him come back next year
Oh, yeah.
healthy. That's what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, man, Embiid hasn't played a single 82-game season in his 10-year career. This year, he only played 38 games out of 82. The man earned $52 million sitting on his ass all season. So I would say that nothing that Embiid is going to do is going to make them a better team at this point.
Yeah. I totally agree with you on that, man.
I think that with the dumb,
Go ahead,
like you've been saying with the stupid rule change, they need to go ahead and redo these contracts. So basically, if you sit out for the daggone as a detriment to the team because of your health or whatever going on, you need to take a pay cut because you sitting there just collecting money. I don't understand why you got all these players making all this money because Michael Parsons pissed me off with this shit with his podcast. Like, you got time to go out here and roll around and go to parties and clubs and hang out and do all this type of shit. Bro, you're not helping the team.
I got one better. I got one better.
I
know we can.
Hey, appreciate that.
Not gonna sit out that long.
Yeah.
All right, E-Love. I'll see you later, brother. Hey, listen, I'm gonna back you up on that one, Shawty. I know we're talking about the 76ers, but you talking about somebody wasting time is Anthony Davis doing his TV show now. The dude played 20, right? The dude played 20 games out of 82, and he earned $54 million from the extension from the Lakers. He is now with the Wizards.
Man, they stealing right in front of us.
It's the fact that, man, and I'm gonna go back to when I fell in love with basketball, which is late 70s, early 80s, because I tell everybody that's why my handle for a lot of my stuff is Dr. J, because Dr. J is my favorite basketball player of all time. You know, I even call LeBron James the GOAT, but he'd never be the greatest to me than Dr. J.
Hands down.
That's when I fell in love with basketball, because my uncle, rest in peace, he used to cry, and then became a trader, then became a Spurs fan. But back growing up, he was a Sixers fan. He used to cry when Dr. J used to lose, and he made me a Sixers fan. And I tell people all the time, out of all the teams, because growing up I was a Steelers fan, then I became an Eagles fan. But the only team that I never change is the Sixers. That's my team, no matter if we win one game or we win 82 games. That's always going to be my team.
Right.
But Dr. J made you want to watch basketball. And now, like they say, these players, they're making so much money. It's about their brand, not the team.
Right.
That's the way I see it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
You got it right, man. You got it right.
Some players out there that love basketball so much, that's all they ever want to do. But I believe that some players, their brand is worth more to them than their actual play on the court or the field or the whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think it's different for women's sports, because women's sports, they don't get paid like that. That's why I believe they love the game way more than the men love playing the sports that they're in.
The women have to pour more energy into everything they do than the men. The men know that they could just come up half-assed and they still gonna get their check.
Still get that big contract.
Yeah.
With that being said, fellas, which playoff team has been the biggest disappointment so far? Shada.
For both East and West?
Both East and West. Oh, whatever. It don't have to be East and West. It can just be whoever you say back. God damn, I thought it would have been better right now.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's very hard for me to say that right now, because even with the games, I've been watching all the games, and the games are pretty much, they're entertaining, except for when they go into that 3-point freaking, let's see who could, that basically when they start doing that, it's just, I just look at it as them playing horse.
Yeah.
When they start shooting threes back and forth, I'm like, they playing horse again. I go in the kitchen, make me a sandwich or something. But literally, the games have been competitive. I love what I see out of Oklahoma City. That's why I said they're going. I think they're the team right now. Everybody on their team touches the ball. They will put it in the basket, whether it's a 2, whether it's a 3. They run set plays. I love the way they play. I love the way San Antonio actually surprised me more than anybody else. Because
so, can I ask you this then, Shada? So you just say it's a push because it's all across the board. It's basically evenly. That's what you said. It's a push
right
because of the play of all the teams.
Correct. Right
Okay.
now, for me, that is my take. Yes, I would say
Okay.
yes.
Okay, then. Coming to you.
He said, "Go make a sandwich or something."
Yeah. Which playoff team has been the biggest disappointment to you so far in the NBA playoffs?
I kind of agree with Shada. It's still too early to say, but man, I can't call it. Except, I mean, I can't call it.
They're all balling pretty good.
Oh yeah, everybody, even with Oklahoma City, you know, even though they're winning, they still have to
Battle.
Yeah, they have to battle.
You got to play.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Farrell? Are you gonna push too, or you got a team that you're gonna say that's really these teams sucks? Hey,
Well, the team that who lost by 30? I forget who lost by 30.
the Sixers.
Sixes.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's shit. I was gonna say the same damn thing until we won the last game. Shit.
Yeah.
I think the Sixers, that's an anomaly because with Joel Embiid and all the up and down, that's an anomaly.
No motherfuckers is making millions of dollars. I don't want to hear.
No, I hear you. I agree with y'all to a point. But what I'm saying is, as far as the game goes on the floor of the game, they did not expect to be doing this well in the series without
This
Joel
is
Embiid.
not college. This ain't college.
All I know is once you down by 25, you put somebody in the game and somebody need to start a fight. We winning something like Denzel Washington say, I'm leaving here with something. Leave here with punching somebody in the goddamn groin or something. I don't want you to injure the motherfucker, but goddamn it, we lost by 30.
Yeah,
the series is tied up right now, right?
I know that, but listen to what I'm saying is that the Sixers disappointed me until they won last night. And the Knicks should not be losing to Atlanta. The Knicks are too good of a team with a good defense, and that's the team to me that disappoints because I have so much high, especially what they did last year, because they got the same squad that they had last year. Only thing that changed was the head coach.
Who is the owner? Who is the owner?
I got that, but what I'm saying,
but the owner's not on the court.
Yeah, the owner's not on the court. That's what I'm saying, Shada. For me, the Sixers are always going to be a disappointment because these motherfuckers with Embiid, motherfuckers shooting 3-pointers, he get his big ass on the goddamn block. And like Farrell said, this motherfucker ain't played. But how many games, Farrell?
38.
38.
And I'm not counting the goddamn Olympics because he want to play like 3 of them motherfuckers. Then his ass out of shape in that bitch.
Exactly.
The Knicks wouldn't be in the position they are if they had went and got Giannis like they were supposed to.
But what I'm saying is that's why I'm saying that the Knicks, they still got their core team. Nobody moved. That's why I say the Knicks and the Sixers are the disappointing to me. I'm not gonna push like y'all scared to say that the Knicks fucking and motherfucking Sixers. Well, Farrell, me and you on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
These two over here wearing glasses. Them two want to say because they're wearing glasses and shit. They're gonna agree with one another.
I don't know what the hell you talking about, but I'm just saying from what I see, you have my opinion. I gave to you, damn it. Don't get mad at me for Joel Embiid.
Oh man, I know.
Yeah, Shada, listen, Shada. They played 75% of the damn games without him.
Hey, that's right.
They should already know how to play without him.
I want everybody to agree with me about my Sixers being the team that you most disappointed. I don't want y'all to say no shit. Y'all supposed to agree with me. Y'all my friend. Y'all don't know Embiid. Y'all don't know him. Y'all know me. So y'all should be agreeing with me.
That's why I said. What was the team that lost by 30 points? That's a disappointment.
Y'all don't know him.
Yeah, this is the playoffs. You're not supposed to lose by 30 points.
He don't want to get sensitive on this.
He said, "Y'all my friends."
Y'all my friends. Y'all don't know Embiid. Y'all just
hey. I got one better, guys. One better. It's the Phillies ain't doing good either. Shit.
Okay, I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you say that, Farrell, because that's taking us to the next goddamn topic, which is baseball. There it is. What's going? Farrell said you brought up. What's going wrong with the New York Mets and other big markets team collapsing this early? Farrell,
man, you can't put them together. That's two separate conversations.
Okay, hold on, Farrell. I'll come back, Farrell. Here we go. A streak like the Chicago Cubs winning winning run, and Phillies losing skills, signs of real contenders versus frauds. What you got to say, Farrell? Since you brought up the Phillies,
I don't know. Chicago has been winning the past 3 seasons.
yeah,
Right, because
That
I
is
think they've been winning the past season. Now the
Let's wait till
Phillies,
mid-season.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with the Phillies, and you know what I'm gonna say what's wrong with the Phillies.
same dude.
Y'all
that we
got a
got
certain
from
player
y'all.
on the Phillies that
Yeah.
the Nationals had,
Yeah,
and that's why you're losing.
As
And
soon
you
as-
don't have and they don't have good pitching.
as soon as y'all got rid of him, y'all won the damn pennant. Y'all won the
That's
pennant
right.
after y'all won the World Series too.
And guess who struck out during the World Baseball League? That motherfucker.
Ooh.
So with that
Ooh.
being said, the Mets gave too much money to Acuna,
Yep.
So what now?
Acuna, whatever his name is.
Well, I thought you said a coon, but that's why I said.
I'm sorry. What's that Mets player that got that $700 million?
Yeah,
No.
I know what you're talking about.
I got you, but
So you
I
gave
thought-
$700
hold on,
something
Carol.
million dollars to this dude.
I thought you say the Mets made a mistake when they gave enough money to a coon. I'm like, that's why I said, what now? I thought you done called a motherfucker man a coon.
Harold,
God
Harold. Hey, man on the street,
Got him.
they ain't no more. They ain't no more black players in the
I
in
got
the
Michael
MLB no more. They all Hispanic.
all,
now.
all I heard was a coon. Y'all know that's my favorite saying
I'm
in my
like, you
video.
over here talking to Marjorie Taylor Greene now. What the
Yeah,
heck?
this motherfucker-
A
Yeah,
clone.
so and
got
and,
good
and
talent
I
on
don't
the
know.
team.
The Mets are playing like they playing like the Savannah Banana League.
Listen,
Shit, I don't
the
know what the
Mets
hell
do
going
this
on.
every
Yeah,
couple
I
years.
got
The Mets do this every couple years.
got
They do it since
I
I've been
got
here
you.
in this country. Every
They winning
couple
right
years,
now.
the Mets
Yeah.
do this.
Well, they in last place. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tim Dog, back to my original question. Farrell made me switch it up. What's going wrong with the New York Mets and other big markets team collapsing early? Because I think the Astros are losing as well, aren't they? The Astros don't look too hot. I don't think they have a winning record either. I could be wrong.
Houston.
It's
Somebody
early
correct
in
me.
baseball.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong with the Houston Astros. What's your thoughts on that, Tim Dog?
Competition, man. I mean, when you think about it, a lot of with baseball, you don't have the salary cap, so you go out there and overpay like the Mets
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
And
Houston in last.
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
So
Yeah.
so
Yeah, because
that's
Houston been in what the
yeah.
World Series the last
Ooh.
couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
winning what at least 1 or 2. I could be wrong. I think 1 or
They
2.
went
in the last
2.
couple of years.
Yeah, they went 2 and
Ooh.
won 1 out of them. That was with Dusty Baker.
Farrell, I need you to fix your
With
damn
Dusty.
camera. Your
Man,
ass
I'm right here.
You talking, but you was talking, but you talking. Your face just got that military, like you taking a military picture. I'm just telling you, man.
What
Go back and watch the
DA
video. I'm
photos
like,
going on here?
this motherfucker taking a DA photo the whole time while he talking. What the fuck? But
Bullshit. I need one of your follow screen. Cameras.
Listen, the Mets
Hey,
have
check-
had this issue. It's the same thing that's been with the Mets for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Inconsistent pitching, sneaky offense, defensive mistake, roster
Right.
reconstruction, injuries, expectations, division competition. They are. Listen, if it's wrong, the Mets got it.
Yeah, but Tim Dog made a great point though. Tim Dog say that they don't have no goddamn salary cap. So what's the excuse? Because you could go out and spend money to get those type of pitchers, Tim Dog. You brought it up.
Yeah.
So the Mets, a big market team, even though you got the Yankees, but they're one of those teams that's supposed to be at the top, but now they're not.
The Mets ain't never been at the top.
I'm just saying. Well, when they had back in the day, the Mets was a good team. Now Earl Hurd,
Man,
Rashad,
like in
Mike
the,
Piazza,
you talking about the 80s?
yeah, 80s. Look at Farrell. Look at Farrell froze with his chicken wing
Mike
in the air.
Piazza, Harold Strawberry.
Man, I was reading, man.
Oh
The
man.
name of the team is not even Mets; it's Metropolitans.
I got it, but we call
Yeah,
it.
we know.
I know.
So
But I'm
my
just
thing
saying.
is, the only thing Metropolitan we know is an ice cream sandwich.
I guess I'm just saying that, and it goes back to what we saying.
That's Neapolitan.
It goes back to what we saying. Yeah, Neapolitan. Yeah, you fucked it up all the time. He from Jamaica, man. I'm gonna let him get a fly, but he from Jamaica. So
Same
with that being
difference.
said, Tim Dog, you brought it up though. We talk about all these teams that have all these great salary, not salary cap, but they got all these players that they got to pay. Is it already panic time for high payroll teams underperforming expectation? The season just started. They got 182 games, so
62, man, 62.
160. Well, I got 182. Well, I gave him 20 most. So
You get
God
82 because of the NBA. That's what,
Just because you talk about
I
the
don't watch
next
baseball like that
year.
either, though. I don't watch baseball like that either, so I ain't gonna lie to you.
You need all the help you
160.
can get.
Thank you, Farrell. Thank you. So can they turn it around, Tim Dog? Or like I said, this is the early. You know, some teams get hot the second part of the season, though.
yeah. And with baseball, it's iffy only because right now Houston's in last place, but they
That's
only 3.5 games out of first.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly.
that whole
The whole
division
division.
right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Yankees, the Dodgers, well, it used to be Boston, but not lately. I mean, those teams, they've always had the money. In the Rangers,
Yeah.
they've had the money to pay the players to win. And other than, I don't think the Yankees or the Dodgers are doing bad. Nope, they're not. And I think the Dodgers have the highest payroll
They
this
do.
season.
They do.
The
So
last 2 years.
I mean, but think about it. The Yankees always had a high payroll, and they always had that high expectation of
Yeah.
going to the World Series or even making it to the pennant. So,
Yeah.
to me, it just depends on the owners. The Yankees, they've been disappointing. They still have had that high salary, and the Dodgers, they just starting to make their money from Katani. I said Katani. From him and everything. So, I mean,
And Tim, I'm glad you say that. And Farrell, you know more about baseball than I ever would know. I'm the first one to say that. I'm talking about Farrell. He know more about baseball than I ever know. And Tim, I want you to answer this quick because I'm gonna ask Farrell the same thing. With the Yankees, and I know that's your team, Shada. Did it change once Steinberger died? Because Steinberger was always about the Yankees being always number one. Just like with the Raiders when Al Davis was alive. Al Davis would put together a team because it was all about winning, whether they win the Super Bowl or not.
Just win, baby.
He was happy because I think at a certain point in time they had a 70% winning percentage, the highest ever in NFL. I think at a certain time, but then they went on a losing. With the Yankees, got 26 pennants or something, 26 World
Yeah, they
Series?
got a lot. They won the oldest teams too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but when Steinberger got the team, Farrell and Tim Dog, I want you to answer the same thing. Did it change though with the new ownership? Is the son running the team now?
Yeah.
Is the son Steinbrenner?
Mhm.
Does he still have that same passion?
No, he does. He doesn't have the moxie that Steinbrenner had.
Mm-mm.
You have to understand, Steinbrenner, when he ran the Yankees, you can say what you want to say about him, but he was big on performance on the field. He was big on bringing his fans to the stadium. So when the team was hurting, his pocketbook was hurting, and that's another thing Joe Torre loved about George Steinbrenner. He stayed up in the office and dealt with office stuff. He let him deal with complete stuff with the team. He didn't get involved. His son is like the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying.
That's what
I'm saying. So you can see the difference when Steinbrenner died. And same thing with the Raiders. Al Davis got old, and now his son runs the team. You can actually see the difference with not saying the talent, because they got some great players on the Yankees.
They were more disciplined when Steinbrenner was alive.
Yeah.
Exactly. Great. So you see the same thing on Tim Dog?
I mean, as far as management, maybe, but as far as the players, the caliber players, he's still spending the money on the players, to me. And the only difference I see is he allows his players to have facial hair. With George,
no facial hair. No facial hair. Farrell, man, bring it on home, man. Your thoughts on what I just said. Is it, and also the question, is it already panic time for high payroll teams underperforming expectations?
No, because back in 1989 in Major League,
really, you went there?
The Cleveland Indians were shitty at the beginning of the season, and they won the pennant. So I do believe there's no need to panic.
Yeah.
The Cubs also had the curse and they won the World Series.
Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah.
Wow thing.
Yeah.
They made a movie off of it. You make my heart sad.
No, seriously though.
Wow
We
thing.
talk about how everybody ran the teams back in the day. That was back in the day. Today, we don't have those players. We got too many international players because most of the players that we had back then were freaking
American born.
United States citizens. 90% of your roster. You had a few that came from Japan. You had a few that came from Cuba. A few that came from Dominican Republic. You never really saw Puerto Rican players,
Dominican.
they were always Dominican or they're freaking Cuban, right? But the quality of players now and the talent they're looking for, everything is about the show now.
Everything about the
show. And I think the show that used to be the big show, it's just a show now, and the price of everything has gone up. The fan base is not the same anymore, even though baseball is actually out fandom the NBA this season. So far the past 2 seasons because the NBA has become trash. And with that being said, you're not going to get that same quality anymore. I think baseball, it can get the luster back. And I like what they did. Remember, we was talking about the All-Star game last year for the Major League.
Can't get luster back.
It can get it back.
How?
It's remember, because last year we talked about the new bats, the different bats that they was using. Remember that? We talked about how they did the Major League Baseball All-Star weekend that brought some attention to how things can go. Right, the strike zone, everything. It's going to take that type of stuff to get back into it. But at the end of the day, fans don't play baseball like we did growing up.
No.
And that's my point, Pharaoh. And the thing about baseball is it's taking away from the skill of the players. You want to see that guy with the arm in right field. You want to see the damn shortstop turn them double plays and stuff. Baseball is becoming so freaking, like you said, a show where stuff happens now. It's like, oh yeah, it's a joke, this, that, and the other. Back then, I used to watch the All-Star game because I wanted to see the home run derby. But now it's become so commercialized that it's like, come on, man. Nobody want to watch
I would say this, and we all can agree to this. When they started taking the names off the parks, and that's all parks, NBA, everything, and they start putting these businesses on them, that's when we started losing the love of the game. Because we wanted to go to RFK, we wanted to go to Fenway Park or whatever case. You start putting these other names, like nobody want to go to Mercedes-Benz Dome. Give a fuck about the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Let's go see the team play. There's no characterization of your professional teams anymore.
We're the last dying breed of enjoying the purity of the sport. We're the last
transition.
I gotta get Tim Dog in here. Tim Dog, what you gotta say what the brothers just said?
No, I agree with Pharaoh. I mean, I remember growing up in the summer, we always played baseball. In the winter, we always played football.
Man, y'all had to stick in the rim. You had to stick in the rim.
Man, shut up. At least we had concrete and grass. You had the dirt.
That's all right. Go ahead.
No, but think about it. In the spring we played basketball. So we growing up, we played the sports that we enjoy only because we played them,
and we mimicked the people.
Thank you. So now you see mimicking, but it's mimicking everybody shooting threes. Everybody want to hit the long ball, and it becomes like Pharaoh said, trash.
I would say that I remember Show's day when the Bulls played the Lakers. I believe that 91. That's the first time they won. When Jordan did that shot, Jordan could have dunked that ball with that one shot, but when he switched hands, man, everybody went outside to try to do that shit. Go up and switch hands, and everybody went outside. To I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought Jordan was.
Well, I mean, we watched the pitchers. We watched who was great pitchers. We watched the fielding of the players. We like to see certain outfielders. Like I told you, my favorite dude was Dave Winfield and Andre Dawson. They taught me how to be great, good outfield players.
Don't forget about Bo.
the Baltimore Orioles had your man, the shortstop guy.
Carl Ripken.
Cal
Carl Ripken.
All right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have players that you wanted to emulate when you played these games. Everybody's putting up the ball. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? You know, or trying to run the ball or throw the ball like Dan Marino or some shit like that. Everybody trying to mimic a player. I don't hear none of these kids out here today trying to mimic somebody.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know, I don't get it. You know, I don't get it.
Before we go to Tim Dog got discussion of the week. Man, I had my grandkids here on Sunday, right? And we were watching the Knicks play Atlanta. and my damn one of my
grandkids.
Oh no, I don't know if it's Jayla or Jada because I couldn't see their face when she said it. She's like, "Oh, Atlanta playing Trae Young the GOAT." I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
And Trae Young ain't even on the team no more.
No, like I say, I got to look at him face to face. I could tell them apart. But the other two was like, no, he with the Wizards right now, so they know basketball. They love basketball.
Okay,
but just the fact that one in Atlanta, Trae Young the GOAT. That's straight. No, that ain't Trae Young. The other one said, no, he played with the Wizards. I'm like, yeah. Social media is killing sports, man. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
But with that being said, my brother, it's time for
one, though. That should have been like the joke of the week.
That should be the joke of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our what? This week's sports discussion. Tim Dog, what you got for us this week, my brother?
What I got for us today is the new WNBA CBA.
We had breaking news.
A new deal has been reached.
Yesterday, the WNBA players voted to ratify the brand new 7-year collective bargaining agreement with the league.
Between salary and benefits, players are going to get 20% of gross revenue, and that is a huge win for players.
After negotiations, many players publicly celebrated what they believed was a historic labor victory. However, from a business and corporate strategy perspective, major ownership groups rarely agreed to significantly higher costs without receiving something equally valuable in return.
They were mad about 44 games. They were complaining about playing back-to-backs. Absolutely ridiculous. Y'all want more money, but don't want to play back-to-backs. The WNBA said, damn all of that.
If the league changes its schedule, expands the season, increases obligations, or creates conflict with overseas leagues, players may be forced to choose between staying in the WNBA full-time or continuing to play internationally. In that situation, even if salaries increase domestically, players could lose access to international contracts and alternative leagues, which would significantly change the overall financial structure of women's professional basketball and give the league more control over player availability and scheduling.
Another thing that this term sheet lays out is the scale for minimum salary contracts and the standard max. And as you can see there on your screen, minimum salaries are going to start at $270,000.
The salary cap is going to $7 million now.
Yeah. As compared to $1.5 million.
$1.5 million before. Yeah. You have max contracts that are going to be into 7 figures now, which is different. So you're going to have players who are millionaires from the WNBA. Not from playing basketball, plus endorsements, plus this, plus that, from the WNBA. Not everybody, not even players in the rookie scale contracts, but you get to a certain point, then you'll be able to earn $1 million and multi-million down the line, it appears.
Inside this gem, the future of women's basketball is already taking shape. What once felt like a long shot now feels within reach.
What you got in your pockets, motherfucker?
That being said,
what you got in your pocket?
No.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. What are the biggest challenges that the new WNBA CBA may face? That includes with the players as well as with the owners. Now, the video, I apologize being long, but I wanted to add both sides of the bargaining agreement from the players as well as the owner side. So that being said, Mr. Farrell, what do you think will be some of the biggest challenges that the new WNBA CBA may face today? The season is already started as far as camp and everything. So that was another part of the bargaining agreement as far as the training camp. They wanted players to report the first day of training camp, unlike previous years when some of the players played internationally, they had a grace period when they had to report. So that's one of the things that the WNBA is trying to, that's changed with it. Now, back to you, Farrell. I do apologize. And what do you think some of the bigger challenges they may face?
Really, man, I don't follow the WNBA and stuff to know too much. I would say that if you're going to pay the women the money that they're proposing, then yes, you should do the same things as, you know, how they have the men, you know, come in and do whatever the case is going. But the only reason they having this issue is because the women wasn't getting paid and they had to go somewhere else to get money. So now if you want to make these changes, I don't know. Technically, I really don't know if this $7 million cap space is even enough money to have them change up the way they do anything. Because now you're looking at endorsements and stuff to take the place of the money that they're going to be missing. That's if they even have that. So I don't know, man.
The endorsements are separate.
I know that. What I'm saying is to make up the difference of what they would make if they went and played overseas. Oh, okay. Now you got to report. You see what I'm saying? You got to report now where they was playing overseas at that point to make that money. So unless they have endorsements to make up that cap difference or that salary difference or whatever, then I don't know if it's going to hurt them or make this better. I don't know really.
Well, to answer your question on that, it's going to help them more than it's going to hurt them, for the mere fact that when the women leave to go travel overseas, they most of the time, believe it or not, they have to pay for their own tickets to get there. The team doesn't take them until they get there to the hotel. Then they have incidentals and all the other stuff that they have to pay outside of the country that they don't have to worry about. So there's a lot that's going to happen from this deal that the women didn't have. The mere fact that they're getting 20% of any merchandise that come to the team, that's big for everybody on the team, because everybody in the WNBA is not a superstar. So if you don't get the exposure, unlike the men do, you're really not going to get no daggone extra money. Now, what the problem I see that's going to happen with your question, Tim Dahl, with the CBA is the fact going forward. Now, when you limit those players to playing international,
Shada. There's no problem with my question because I created it. No, that's why I'm asking you about your opinion for it. So it's my question.
I didn't say that I was just making a statement. I wasn't making a fun of your question.
No, you say now the problem with your question is. So, but
I'm trying to answer the question, bro.
Okay, but the question is the problem.
Anyway, just answer the question.
Whatever. But the CBA, basically, the women now that's lower on the bench, will that be hurting them more than anything else? But I'm glad that the women are making the money that they need to. The major thing that's I think is going to face them this year is the fact that we have somebody in the White House where monies are being tied up. So in lieu of everything that's happening because of the economy, people are not buying tickets this year to go to games. So the WNBA, the revenue that they made last year is definitely going to take a hit this year because not that many people are going to go.
Yeah.
And CBA is what? What's the CBA? College basketball?
No, collective bargaining.
Collective bargaining agreement.
Collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah. I would say with the collective bargaining agreement, Farrell, I'll just fucking with you with that.
I am.
I'll just fuck with you, man. Hey, with the CBA, man, what it's going to boil down to is that if you look at the WNBA, they never made a profit the whole time that the league was around. So now the owners, they want their money. Okay, now that we're going to pay you this amount of money, we want the product to make money for us. And that's what it boils down to. It's always going to be that bottom dollar, because I believe what's my girl? She signed for 4 years to $5 million, but then the same Aaliyah Boston got 5 years with more money. So now the product needs to be better The product needs to be better on the court, and that's coming from the owner side. I think that the product is a great product that they're putting out because the girls are more technically sound than the men. The only issue that I have is with they don't know how to market their key players. They every time I look, it's the same person that they say is I can't stand that bitch. But I'm just saying, for some reason, she never did anything to me, man. But I'm just saying, they putting the league on her shoulders when you got other great players. Some of them don't make that.
Well, you know why they're doing that?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, some of the players don't make that $1 million deal. But now that they're getting paid, the owners and the players are responsible for taking the WNBA to the next level. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, the contracts will go from $7 million cap space to 10 million, 20 million. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that this CBA is a step into the right direction. That's just my opinion.
What about this? You talk about marketing it. What Shaq made a great point. Do the same thing that they do in women's volleyball with men's volleyball. Lower the damn net 7.5 inches, like they do the net for the women's volleyball, so you could possibly have a couple dunks here and there in the game to make it more interesting.
Yeah, but
we
then
don't
again,
need that in the women's game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to say, because now they got women now that actually can dunk the ball.
Correct.
Back in the day, back in the day, we didn't have as many women, but now you got 10, 15, 20. So the progression of the women's game.
How many men dunk the ball, guys?
I got that, Farrell. But we talking about the women, though. We talking about the women's side of the ball.
I know that, but how many men dunk the ball, guys?
But
so
Farrell,
you tell me we can only watch 10 women dunk the goddamn ball?
Okay, Farrell, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Back in the 50s, Farrell, how many people dunked the ball?
I don't know. I wasn't alive.
Okay, if you watch film though, there wasn't that many men dunking the ball back in the 50s because it was
that was illegal to dunk the ball.
It was illegal, but it was illegal. How many men shot an actual jump shot the way that we shoot jump shot today? That's why I say
you're not making a point, man.
No, I'm making a point because it's a progression. It's a progression. Yeah, you may have 10 players today that could dunk, but who's to say 5 years, 6 years from now, the women's are dunking?
They have something to work
I'm not saying they dunking.
Well, unless you change their bodies physically, we ain't gonna see that shit while we alive.
But yes, you have, because they are.
You don't know that.
No. We're not gonna see women jumping through the air from the free throw line.
I'm not saying
that. You're moving the goalposts. You just went from jump to jumping to the free throw line. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to the street. What I'm saying is that in women's sports, we have seen the progression. We have seen the progression of how physical the women have been. And that's what I'm saying. With the WNBA, we're going to see that progression. So that's why I say don't lower it. Leave it where it's at, because the women are going to catch up to the men. I'm not saying they're going for the free throw. I'm not saying they're going for the free throw.
Make sure the basketballs are the same size then. Why don't you fucking do that then? Make the basketball the same circumference.
Hey, all I know is that it doesn't matter, because some of the damn men, the basketball still too goddamn.
I don't care about the men. We ain't talking about the men. We talking about the women. You want to lower the goddamn goal, make the basketball the same.
But Farrell.
Do you just not like women's sports?
Dang, Farrell.
Do you just not like women's sports? Is that what the problem is?
Hey, you want equality, niggas?
Hey, man on the street, you said something very important, that the owners want to make money off this. And the only way they're going to make money is by extending the game, starting next season. And then from there, they're going to add even more games, which their plan is to also have more control over the players through their salary. And if you sign a contract, some of those contractors say you can't play overseas.
Yeah.
Now, so
but that's the fact. The fact of the matter is,
right.
As long as you pay the players don't want to go no place else. But
that's the whole point that the new CBA and what the owners are trying to do, prevent them from going overseas, so that they can invest in their product and their investment, so that nothing else can happen to them, get injured while they're overseas playing.
The only thing I don't like about the WNBA is that the way they set up their draft, because soon as they draft. Soon as the season ends for the women, they do the draft, and then the season starts right after that. They don't get no time from college to the pros to run. And that's the only thing I don't like, how they got it set up. Because they season start right after the goddamn draft. I think it starts April the 25th. You know what I'm saying? So
No.
basically, they only had 2 weeks. If you got a chance to get drafted into the WNBA to start, not like with the NBA. Once the NBA season, those guys got at least 4 or 5 months. The NFL got at least 4 or 5 months before the season start. These women, I think
they can work out.
Yeah, I think it's
that'll come to my last. I'm sorry, that'll come to my last question. What are some of the changes that you would make to the new CBA?
I think they're on the right track, man. You got to take a small step before you take a giant leap. Right. And I think this is the first step. Pay the women, because sometimes the product is better than what the NBA is putting on the goddamn floor. At least we know we're gonna get sometimes a competitive game, especially got 2 teams that are similar in styles. At least we're gonna see 3. At least we're gonna see motherfuckers. At least we're gonna see motherfuckers shoot free throws decently. I was just saying, for me, man, I think the step that they made is the perfect step, but it's always a way to improve. So on the next one, hopefully they make another step to improve it, so these women don't have to go overseas. That's just my opinion, though.
Shaka, what about you? If there was anything you could change with the new CBA, what would it be?
Well, like you said, I've been following women's basketball since I was for a long time, and I've been pretty vocal on supporting them. So right now, like a man on the street said, that's where I'm at. I'm happy for them. I was extremely ecstatic for the women's game because it deserves some attention. And like man on the street said, you got to take baby steps before you got to learn to walk before you can run. So they're taking baby steps, moving in the right direction. Like I said, I'm very nervous because of this asshole we have in the daggone office that's making everything hard out here for everybody. So I do believe the women's game this season is going to take a humongous hit financially, and I hope they recover from that.
Farrell?
I would say that Houston needs to get a team back because they used to be a front runner.
On the originals.
Right. And with that being said, I know that I read that they said there's about 18 teams by 2030.
Yeah,
they need to hurry up
next season.
You know what I'm saying? They need to hurry up because right now you're lopsided with 15 teams on each side, and the East doesn't have enough. They need to find some more teams in the East. So, but especially if we get better product coming out of college, we need a place for these people to go.
Yeah, and you made a great point right there, because the product coming out of college right now is way better. I'm not saying that the women that started the WNBA wasn't great players, but product of play right now from these women is way better, just like it is with the NBA. The 70s was great, but once the 80s Jordan, that product was better. 90s product was way better. 2000s, the product is getting better. Now you should take a step back because the motherfuckers shoot too many goddamn threes. But hopefully the product will get better again.
There we go. Oh, Lord. What's up with y'all in threes?
Well, we know, like I said, the rules of the NBA, and when they took Greg Popovich's idea of just resting players to a whole new level,
another level,
where motherfuckers are only playing 20 to 38 games and getting $50 million.
Yeah.
And then and you have brothers on the team, they ain't playing and they get paid. When you got shit like that going on, we ain't gonna have no damn NBA teams to play.
And I know we talk about the WNBA, but they thought that when they took hand checking.
Because I listen to NBA players talk about the hand check.
Yeah,
how you can manipulate a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can move somebody here and there and put them in, and you have better defense.
Yeah.
Now, motherfucker, Olay, like James Harden, Olay, hey, go ahead, man, get your shot. I'm about to get mine.
Yeah. But back to the WNBA, man, I think that they on a great roll. I think that hopefully this season to be one of their best seasons because now there's more exposure. I believe that the talent of play is spread out. It's not just centered in one area anymore. So now people are going to be rooting for their favorite players, especially players that we see progress in college. Like I say, I want to see what a girl do. Raven Johnson does with Caitlin Clark. See how they play, especially the fact that Caitlin Clark was the one that waved her off, that made her want to quit basketball. How they're going to gel on the court. I want to see how my girl down there, with the Aces, is she still going to be that same player? I want to see what's my girl Betts I want to see how she's gonna show up.
Oh, absolutely.
See what I'm saying? So you got so many things that with this CBA and these great
shit, I
players,
might even go to a WNBA game this year. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got these so many great
You
players
should.
that be coming out of
Man, I live in goddamn Augusta. Shit.
out
of
the female side of basketball. It makes you want to watch because, like we said before, when they go to your college, like I said, South Carolina, I want Leah Boston, Gamecock. I want to see her play. Asia,
that's why I'm interested to see this year how she's going to play with Ray.
Man on the street, I wonder why you didn't take your ass over to University of California. South Carolina to watch them play when they was here.
Because I can watch them on TV for free.
You see how this goes? Hey.
At least I'm on it.
Hey.
This man said watch on TV for free.
I'm honest.
Who doesn't love free?
You need to tell me you can't get no tickets from all the people you know that go to that school?
No, I probably go next year though, because man, they're gonna have a squad next year. Yeah. Thank you for that.
I'm just gonna close it out real quick. The WNBA launched in 1997. The first CBA was established in 1999. They've had CBAs several times, but each time expanding player salaries and benefits. Their games, they're going to be expanded to 50 games in 2027, as well as other significant salary raises. But with the extra games on the schedule, when the women starting in April, then the WNBA is saying they're going to add more, which could come in conflict with the Olympics. And if that being said, right now, the CBA doesn't stop the player from playing in the Olympics only because the schedule doesn't allow it to. But once it goes there, then once you're going to start seeing another CBA as far as what the owners want their players to do who play internationally for the WNBA.
Hey, but doesn't the NBA does the same thing though?
Yeah, right now they used to stop for the Olympics and allow the players to play. But with the game expansion going out so far, and the owners are saying, hey, we want our money. See, now you start coming into the money.
I'm just saying, doesn't the NBA does the same thing though? They have NBA tryouts for the teams they want to play, and then
no. What I'm saying is during the year of the Olympics, the WNBA will be playing. So once they expand out, and then that's when they're probably going to do another CBA to, because you want the international players to play for their country, but you can't play for your country if you're on a contract with the WNBA.
Fuck their country. Fuck their country. I'm doing my Trump right now. Fuck your country. That shit.
I'm just saying that's something that's going to be coming up then. But that's
I'm just joking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not being a Trump. Hey, I want all the women and men to play for their country. Thank you for that discussion, my main man, Tim Dawg. Shada, what you got for us today, man? Today in sports. What you got, Shada?
Yo, in lieu of what's going on, we've been talking a lot of basketball today. It's basketball playoff time. In this day in sports, in 1947, the first Basketball Association of America finals was played. The Philadelphia Warriors beat the Chicago Stags 83-80 to take the inaugural series 4-2. 1947, the first Basketball Association of America finals.
That's right. The Philadelphia Warriors, who is now, that's why I say every time the Golden State Warriors win a championship, I get another ring because they started out
Bro, I have never played spades with you, bro. Never.
They started out in Philadelphia, then they moved to Golden State.
You cannot be on the same table with me.
Just like the Minneapolis team Minneapolis Lakers, when they moved to Los Angeles, they took the damn championship banners to the Lakers. So I'm taking those banners that they got.
Ask you about that.
So Seattle and OKC.
Hey, Seattle got a championship. Exactly. So the Thunder got 2 championships. So hey, I'm claiming the goddamn Warriors championship until the Sixers win another one, because we haven't won one since 1983.
You cannot apply the end of the show rules to the daggone mid part of the show.
I'm applying Jenkins rule to them championships. Yeah, I don't give a damn what you say.
Jenkins rules.
Yeah. Thanks for that shout out, man. There it is.
Hey, that's like you say, man on the street. The Washington Commanders ain't won no damn Super Bowls, but they should tie to the Washington Redskins. I got 3 championships there.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We're not doing that. No, no.
God, I want to ask you something though, man. I heard something this before I come to you, Farrell, because there's no weird sports because we done ran out of them until I find another one. I was listening to some guys from Jamaica, and this is not a sports question, but they were saying that like we listen to Bob Marley and we put him on a pedestal like that. They say that in Jamaica, y'all really don't listen to Bob Marley like that. Is that true, or are they just pulling my leg? I know it don't have nothing to do with what we discussed, but I just want to ask you.
That's this depends on where you're going in Jamaica.
Okay.
Just like in America here, you have certain people that, like where I'm from, when you walk into just about every house in the country, in the Blue Mountains where I'm from, you're going to see something Bob Marley. Period. But as far as playing his music on a regular basis, like when you clean up the house and stuff like that, you might hear him mix in. But it's not just Bob Marley. It's always Peter Tosh and all of that mixed into one. It's not just focused on Bob Marley.
Okay. All right. I just want to ask that question because I know he's in your video. I just want to ask that, man. I always want to ask you that. Then I saw him. I said, man, I'm gonna ask Shada.
Well, Bob Marley is basically that's when you see Bob Marley, it's automatic Jamaica, period. He's the most recognizable figure out of Jamaica.
Yeah.
So people think that all Jamaicans listen to Bob Marley. No, there's some Jamaicans that won't even listen.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, man. Thank you for clearing that up, man. God damn it, boy. There it is.
It's funny you say that because I've never heard a Jamaican.
That's why I had to ask him. That's why I wanted to ask him, man. Because
now that you say that, I've never heard him say anything about it.
Because that's when I saw that, I said, man, I need to ask Shada, because the guy was like, in America, we put Bob Marley up here, but in Jamaica, he's one of our greats, but majority of the people don't listen to his music like we listen to here in America.
Because well, you know what? I would say, like Shada said, they have more of an array of people that they know about what we don't.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for explaining that to me, man. My main man, Shada. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my main man, Pharaoh King. What of the week? What's your trivia question, man?
Fellas, we have the draft coming up, and with Ohio State having I have a plethora of players that's coming out in this draft around the first, the first round. Here's the question I have for you.
All right.
What was the last school to produce 3 top 5 in the same NFL draft?
University of Miami, 19, whatever season y'all had that great. Y'all had Ed Reed. I know it's a Miami. It's the University of Miami because y'all had the whole goddamn offense, defense went fucking first round. So if it's not the University of Miami, I want it. This is a bogus damn question. It's the University of Miami. I forgot what year it was, but I know it's the University of Miami.
1985.
You know it ain't LSU.
I don't know what year it is, but it's the University of Miami because them motherfuckers had Ed Reed. Them motherfuckers had. Because I think it was Ed Reed or somebody talking about that draft was one of the best drafts ever.
They had like 30-something players up there.
Exactly. Shit. That's just me. I don't give a damn. It might not be right, but it's that goddamn Miami team.
Everybody's gonna go with Miami. That's a no-brainer.
It might not be Miami, but them motherfuckers that damn year, every time who was Tiger Boo? Tiger Boo went up
He
there.
said but the
It's
last
Miami, bro.
I got that, Tip Dog. I got that. But when Tiger Boo went up there, Tiger Boo
Oklahoma
with the first round pick, whoever, University of Miami. Motherfucker down to number 7 with the first round pick, University of Miami. The motherfucker number 10 with the first round pick, University of Miami. That year, motherfucker Miami. I know it might not be University of Miami. Shit.
I think that Miami team has the most Hall of Famers as draft class too.
That is true.
Yeah.
Tim Dog, who you got, Tim Dog? I'm going with Miami.
Mind you, I didn't say top 10.
LSU.
I said top
5.
I got that, but I'm still going with Miami. I know it's not right. But that team was that draft was nothing but Miami that year.
Now I'm like you, Tim, because LSU had Joe Burrow and all them guys. That year.
Jefferson.
Yeah. Then you had you had Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You also had what you call it? University of Alabama had University of Georgia recently has had some top 5. I mean,
it's none of them. It's Miami.
Or it could have been. Or it could have been on USC too. USC had some good players down there.
The Trojans.
Yeah.
No, Miami.
So what you got, Tim? What you got? You say LSU?
I'm gonna say LSU.
Dog, they made a movie about it. Freaking daggone what? The damn Mean Green Machine?
Oklahoma. Who said Oklahoma?
Oklahoma?
You said Oklahoma.
Somebody said
back to Miami.
Yeah, I did because
somebody said Oklahoma.
That's the one with Sam Bradford. Was Sam Bradford in that class?
That's
Sam Bradford in that class. Yeah.
So you had Sam Bradford was number 1, the Rams. Gerald McCoy went to the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And Trent Williams went to Washington. He was number 4.
But fuck that class. University of Miami.
You said who was the second name?
McCoy.
Gerald McCoy. He went to the Bucs.
Number 3. He's an announcer on an NFL network now.
Yeah. He's defensive tackle.
Yeah, defensive tackle. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't give a damn. Fuck all that. University of Miami, that draft class, the motherfucker had everybody. God damn. I think even the kicker got drafted. Motherfucking shit.
You like, who got drafted?
The guy kicker got drafted. Shit.
The water boy got drafted.
The next player that got picked was Jermaine Gresham, the tight end, went to Cincinnati.
There it is. Thank you for that, my main man, Farrell K, the trivial question of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go, we always like to give you something to think about, something funny, or better yet. Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go?
Hey, well, this is for you, Tim Dog. This is for you right here, Tim Dog. There you go. That's why you have back surgery, Tim Dog.
Hey, you know what they said? That's a lot of ass.
That's for you, Tim Dog. You
hey,
back surgery.
Hey, send that to my phone.
Okay, man. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? Guys. Make sure you shout out your social media as well.
Yeah. Look, Pharaoh_71 IG, King Ryan Facebook. Hey, I just want you guys to remember this. A blind person has a less chance of walking into a glass door. That's it.
Okay, you don't say that before. I need you get some new jokes. I
didn't say that before.
Yeah, you have. Trust me. I
heard that one, but damn.
I heard that.
Because they got something to make sure they don't run into.
Because I heard you say that one before. God damn. There it is.
I remember that one.
I got you. I remember that.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Main man, shout out of Orlando. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you shout out your social media as well so that people can follow you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have much for the people that see me social on this, so just read that and write it down if you want to talk to your boy. But I only have one thing for the people that just remember, every day that you wake up is a day that God has given you another chance to correct all the mistakes you've made in your life and just move on. Don't hold on to stuff. Get over stuff quickly, because people speak before they daggone think mostly nowadays. So you have to keep that in mind. So remember, always move forward and don't let nothing hold you back, especially words, because those words can be forgotten over time. You are forever, and only you could dictate your destiny. I'll let your boy.
Thank you for that, my main man. Shout out. Tim Dog for Be More Careful. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you shout out your social media so the people can follow you as well.
Only thing I have to say is be positive, no matter what it is. You got to pay your bills. Be positive. It's going to get paid. You trying to feed your kids, you trying to go out and cut that grass, just be positive. Because once you start complaining, you're not going to do it. You're going to procrastinate. And procrastination means you're not going to do it when you're supposed to be done. So my tip for the day is, no matter how difficult the situation or the chore may be, just be positive. 2 years ago, I couldn't walk. Never thought I would be able to walk. I'm almost able to run. Be positive. Find me, Father's Love 99, Instagram, about me, my son, and my grandson. Be positive.
I'm talking about Tim Dog. Yeah, Tim Dog's son is back in the picture because it was just him and his grandson. I guess him and his son back on good terms right now.
Did I see you walk across the Pettit Bridge with old boy that died in Congress?
Yeah, my man just died. The congressman, 80 years old, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. As for me, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything. The brothers already said everything that I was going to say. But once again, you always find me at the Man on the Street show. And I'm going to say this every chance I get. Thank everybody who's been watching my videos, commenting on my videos, liking my videos, telling me that, hey, man, you're doing a great job. It's really appreciated because I do put in a lot of hard work. You also catch me at Creative Canvas Expressions. That's my AI channel. I tell AI what I wanted to do. AI does it. I put it up. Or if I see a funny AI video, I steal it and I put it up on my channel.
Recycle, not steal.
Every Friday night at 8 o'clock.
That man is honest.
Yeah, I'm very honest.
Yeah.
Find us every Friday night at 8 o'clock for two cigars in a blunt. That's our main podcast. But you want to make sure you stick around for our after show. We call it Ashed Out. That's when everybody gets a chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we go straight, we'll make a right turn. But like Tim Dog famously said, when you make that left, you're gonna drive that damn left. But make sure you come back and check us out next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for the Betting Sex Sports Podcast. All we do is talk about sports, and we do that very, very well. But before we go, Pharaoh got one for us. One more, Pharaoh, before we go? You got one more?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. I see Skeletor. I see you. Shit. I see Skeletor. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Man on the Street.
This is Pharaoh King. Remember, there's somebody pulling the door that says push.
That is true. That is true.
Roses are red, that much is true. But violets are purple, not fucking blue. Tim Dog, be more careful.
I don't know what that was about, but shout out to Orlando. See you next week. Please.
Make sure I come and check it. Hey, and thanks. One more
thing. Next time, get some muscles with that shirt, goddammit.
I want to send a quick shout out to hold on, not yet. Hold on. Everybody that tuned in that was commenting. My man E-Love, thank you for tuning in. My brother-in-law, Tim
E-Love. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan from DC.
My nephew, Young Cook, thank you for tuning in, man. Kanala, man, thank you. Manuel, Juan, hey man, thank y'all for all y'all tuning in and commenting on the show, man. Y'all don't know how much that means, because that means that we are starting to branch out and starting to get other eyes on us. So make sure y'all tell your friends to come check us out as well. So thank everybody that was commenting and making the show better than it was. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. Good show.